The image shows two characters from Jet Set Radio, with the logo in the middle and the Dreamcast logo in the top right. The first character is Beat with his signature goggles, and the second is Combo. Both characters are posed dynamically. The image has a green background and a graffiti style. Kawi, perfect guide. We're into null. This page depicts characters from the game Jet Set Radio spraying graffiti in Shibuya. Yu. Beat is in the bottom left corner, wearing a green hoodie and red glasses while holding a spray can. In the top right corner, Combo is wearing a headset and orange shirt with a cross on it, also holding a spray can. In the bottom right corner, Gum is blowing a pink bubble. The illustration also features a Gum hoverbike and a large stylized Jet Set Radio logo. Tori. The Japanese text translates to Jet Set Radio, perfect guide. This page shows the index and table of contents for the Jet Set Radio Perfect Guide. Chapter 1, titled Character, introduces the various characters in the game, including Beat, Gum, Corn, Combo, Garam, Bis, Cube, Yo-Yo, Sugar, and Professor K-Dao. Chapter 2, titled System, explains the game's mechanics, covering garage, rules, action, tricks, graffiti, internet, system, and score. Chapter 3, titled Story, details the game's storyline and stages. These stages are Shibuyacho 1, referred to as Shibuyacho G, Shibuyacho 2, The Trap of Love, Koganecho 1, The Koganecho Monster, Koganecho 2, number 540, Koganecho 3, Circus in Kogane, Bentencho 1, Bentencho Boogie, Bentencho 3, Noise Reduction, Shibuyacho 3, Love Attack Operation, Shibuyacho 4, Explosion, Koganecho 4, Illicit Act vs Flight, Bentencho 4, Benton Burning, Bentencho 5, Behind the Mask, and Nazono Sekai Last Group. Chapter 4, titled Rival Showdown, covers the rivalry between characters and details. Gum, Corn, Combo, Garam, Bis, Cube, Yo-Yo, Sugar, and Soda. Chapter 5, titled Appendix, includes additional information about the game. It covers topics such as Jet Graffiti, Shibuyacho, Koganecho, and Bentencho, Jet Tech, Jet Crash, and a graffiti list. The column section features articles on the rival team Poison Jam, Noise Tank, Love Shockers, and a Jet Set Radio commercial. This page depicts the character chapter. The image shows a green illustration of Beat and Gum skating. This page depicts Beat from Jet Set Radio. He is wearing headphones with green lenses, an orange shirt with the word Jet on it, dark pants, and yellow rollerblades with green wheels. He is holding a yellow spray paint can. Character, Beat, Character, Beat, Character Introduction. The player characters in Jet Set Radio are members of the graffiti team, GG. Beat is the only one available from the start, but as the story progresses, more and more will be added. Name, Beat. Gender, male. Age, 17. Height, 167 centimeters. Personality, bad. Favorite, records, debut. From the beginning. Parameters. Power is medium-low. Technique is average. Graffiti is average. Spray cans, 20. Graffiti command, Beat type, Tray. He's the character used in the first trial. Large headphones and sunglasses are his trademarks. His abilities are average. This page depicts the character Gum from Jet Set Radio. We can see various screenshots of Gum in the top left corner. Gum is a girl wearing a helmet, and she is depicted from the knees up. Yig. The character data includes name, Gum, gender female, age 17, height 165 centimeters, personality contrary, favorite chewing gum, joined after trial. Her stats show that her graffiti is high and her power is low. It is also noted that she has many enemies and that she may be difficult to deal with. Trial. The G Crew's hideout is in Shibuyacho. Gorsa Haza. The text says, the ones without a policy call themselves the policies, and gather freely, hanging out in a ruined garage in the back alleys. Because it is located in a relatively busy place, even in Tokyo, they are easily targeted by other teams. They have a bad-tempered pet dog, who never gets taken on walks, although he moved in on his own. This page depicts Korn, a character from Jet Set Radio. The character is shown wearing a blue jumpsuit and a matching beanie with the number 99 on it, skating on a yellow motorized board with the word Korn emblazoned on it. Above Korn are several small images which likely show him in different poses or locations within the game. The page includes a character profile section with information such as his name, Korn, his gender, male, age which is 16, and height 162 centimeters. His personality is described as a genius, and his favorite item is his cap. He is available after completing the trial. It also summarizes his stats, including his power, technique, and graffiti skills, as well as the fact he carries 20 spray cans. His graffiti style is described as Korn type. A note mentions that he stands out with his deep knit cap, and since his technique is high and his graffiti is low, he is geared toward trick attempts. The image shows a character page for Combo from Jet Set Radio. GA. Combo is a large, imposing character with a boombox slung over his shoulder. He is wearing a black shirt and pants, a light green undershirt, and a yen symbol necklace. Character. Name. Combo. Gender. Male. Age 23. Height. 193 centimeters. Personality. Violent. Likes. Big things. Enemies. Winning against rivals. Parameter. Combo. Power. High. Technique. Low. Graffiti. Spray cans. 30. Graffiti command. Beat type. Retype. He is described as a brother who carries a large radio cassette player. He has high power and is resistant to damage, but his technique is low. The image shows a character profile of Garam from Jet Set Radio. That Bori Denkin Audio. Garam is a dark-skinned character with a muscular build, wearing goggles, a skull necklace, black gloves, and camouflage shorts. He is standing over his stylized name. Character. Garam. Name. Garam. Gender. Male. Age 19. Height. 175 centimeters. Personality. Short-tempered. Favorite thing. Fights. Specialty. Winning against rival teams. Parameters. Power. Low. Personality. Power. Low. Personality. Technique. Medium. Personality. Graffiti. Medium. Personality. Personality. Spray cans. 30. Personality. Graffiti command. Korn type. He has an unusual appearance and a unique voice when performing tricks. His parameters are surprisingly easy to use. Wara. This page depicts the character Biz from Jet Set Radio, along with her character profile. Biz is wearing a teal jacket with white trim, striped blue and grey leggings, and roller skates with red and black accents. She is holding a green spray can. The character profile includes details such as Hara Akhofola. Name. Biz Iswe. Gender. Female. Age 16. Height. 158 centimeters. Personality. A bit rebellious. Likes. Money. Specialty. Winning against rivals. Parameters. Power. Technique and graffiti. Spray cans. 20 cans. Graffiti command. Beat type. The text at the bottom describes her style, saying that her backscrew symbolizes aggressive aerial tricks like stale fish, and that she is a character with good maneuverability. The image shows a full-body illustration of the character Cube from Jet Set Radio. Cube is a young woman with a dark bob haircut, blue lips, and a tattoo on her stomach. She wears a cropped grey shirt with a black skull belt, dark blue pants, and inline skates. She is holding a spray paint can in her left hand. The character's name is written in a stylized font beside her. Small thumbnails of gameplay images are visible in the top right corner of the image. Character. Cube. Name. Cube. Gender. Female. Age 20. Height. 168 centimeters. Personality. Cool. Favorite. Skeletons. Appearance. She wins rival battles. Parameters. Power, technique, and graffiti are shown as medium. Spray cans. 20. Graffiti command. Beat type. Her abilities are average. Her blue lips, stomach tattoo, and skull belt are attractive fashion points. This page depicts a character profile for Yo-Yo from Jet Set Radio. Yo-Yo is shown in a full-body pose with a determined expression, wearing his signature green hoodie with his name on it, black pants, and his inline skates. He is holding a spray can in his hand, ready to tag. The background includes various scenes from the game. Character, Yo-Yo. Gender, male. Age, 16 years old. Height, 160 centimeters. Personality, a liar. Favorite, fake brands. Special skill, winning against rivals. Spray cans, 15. Graffiti command, gum type, ... His power is low, but he is a gum type character with relatively good balance. He is also characterized by many rotational air tricks. This page depicts the character card for Sugar. The character is depicted in a full body shot and several small game screen captures are displayed above. Sugar is a light-skinned black woman with a slim build, wearing a white crop top with red stars, white pants, and inline skates. She has brown dreadlocks, orange goggles pushed up on her forehead, green gloves, and wristbands. The text on the right provides more information. Character, Sugar. Name, Sugar. Sex, female. Age, 21. Height, 166 centimeters. Personality, easygoing. Favorite, spicy food. Appears, wins in rival fights. Parameters, power, technique, and graffiti. Spray cans, 15. Graffiti command, gum type. Her technique is a little low, but she has the highest power among the gum types. She is mainly a graffiti character. The image shows a character sheet for Soda from Jet Set Radio. He is depicted in his signature outfit, an orange jacket, black pants with horizontal gray stripes, blue skates with yellow wheels, and striped gloves. He has yellow goggles, and a few strands of hair sticking up. He's holding a yellow spray can. Striped. The page includes character information for Soda. Character, Soda. Name, Soda. Gender, male. Age 19. Height, 185 centimeters. Personality, cold-hearted. Favorite, puzzles. Appearance, wins rival tag. Parameter, power, technique. Graffiti. Graffiti. Graffiti command. Cone type. Graffiti command. Cone type. Crafea. He excels in power and carries 40 spray cans. His specially made air karate is worth a look. The image shows Professor K from Jet Set Radio. Character, Professor K Danga, Honkyochi? Centering on the streets of Tokyo, this cool, non-genre, non-stop gorilla hijacks radio waves and plays music, the charismatic DJ of the pirate radio broadcast, Jet Set Radio. He's lived in Tokyo for 13 years. His super afro-dread hair is his symbol. His venomous rap of unknown nationality and crazy DJ play are supported by young people. There is nothing he does not know about Tokyo, and he has all the inside information. There are many mysteries surrounding his existence. This page depicts the characters Beat and Gum. Chapter 2, System. This page depicts the garage, street, internet, graffiti, and system features of the game. The garage is described as the hangout spot for player team GG, or rather the mode select area. Select a mode to play with either the analog stick or the directional buttons, and confirm with the A button. Street. This covers story mode where you clear stages, and trial mode which can be played independently of the story. Trial types include score attack, Jet Tech, time attack, Jet Graffiti, and CPU races, Jet Crash. At first, only story mode is available, but trial modes will appear as you progress. More information on page 32. Internet. For some reason, this doghouse is an entrance to cyberspace. Here, you can check the official websites for Dreamcast and Jet Set Radio. On the official websites, you can register high scores for trial mode and upload/download original graffiti, so be sure to connect. More on page 28. This is where you select graffiti to draw during gameplay. Jet Set Radio has a total of 90 types of graffiti available, and you can acquire and use items and characters. You can also create your own graffiti or convert images downloaded from the internet into graffiti, as seen on page 26. System. You can set save play data, display stage score, and set options. The save menu will appear after clearing a stage in story mode, but not after trial mode or rival taiketsu, 32 page, so save here. Of note is the D-do displayed in the stage score. Something fun happens when this number reaches 100, more on page 29. This page depicts the rules of the game Jet Set Radio. Jekke. The rules aren't too strict. All you have to do is fill the city with graffiti within the time limit. There may be some minor changes depending on the mode, but if you remember the story mode rules, you should be fine. Screen explanation. Information. Graffiti points. Graffiti locations are fixed at the arrow locations. Red arrows are mandatory points that are part of the clearing conditions, and green arrows are optional points that are not related to clearing, except for stages where you draw graffiti on the backs of rivals. Clear the stage by drawing graffiti at all the required points. Stamina gauge indicates the character's health. You take damage when you fall from a high place or are attacked by an enemy, and the game is over when this gauge reaches 0. Score. You get points for graffiti and tricks. The rank is determined by the score at the time of stage clear. Number of spray cans. Spray cans are the material for drawing graffiti. Small graffiti uses 1 spray can, large graffiti uses 3, and extra large graffiti uses 7. Limited time. The game is over when the time limit is exceeded. In addition, the game will be interrupted if you exit from the exit during play. Items. There are 3 types of items. Spray can. There are yellow and blue spray cans, with blue being worth 5 yellow cans. You can take it once, and it will reappear after a while. First aid kit. Recovers stamina. There are 2 types, large, red with light blue cross, and small, red only, which differ in the amount of recovery. Once you take it, it will not reappear on that stage. Graffiti soul. When you get this item, the number of graffiti you can choose increases. The placement is fixed, and even if the stage or mode is different, there are some places that have the same graffiti. Tip. Character. The first character you can use is Beat, but as you progress through the game you will gain more friends. The parameters are as follows. Rick power. Related to the amount of stamina gauge. The higher this is, the less likely you are to get a game over from damage. Use characters with a high parameter on stages with fierce enemy attacks. Technique. Skating technique. The more technical the character, the easier it is to turn, making it effective for aiming for trick combos and conquering race-based stages. Graffiti. Graffiti skill. The higher this is, the more complicated the graffiti commands become. In return, the points you get for successfully performing graffiti combos are higher. This page depicts a set of instructions for how to play the game Jet Set Radio. It shows gameplay of a character in a city setting grinding on rails and performing tricks on the streets. Audio. Walk/glide. Audio. Press the analog stick to move your character. Move the stick lightly to walk, or deeply to skate/glide. The direction you move will be the same as it appears on screen. Speed up/dash. Press the R trigger while skating to speed up. While you're dashing, your skates will emit blue-white sparks. While dashing, you won't be hit by enemy fire. You can't speed up while going up or down stairs, performing tricks, or when stuck to an enemy. Remember that you also can't dash on walls or the sides of half-pipes, as you'll hit your arms. Tinne. Jump. Press the A button to jump. This is an important action for connecting tricks. You can slightly adjust your trajectory in mid-air by pressing the analog stick. Pause menu. Press the start button during gameplay to display the pause menu Zois. Tip. Pause menu. .u Radio volume .u You can adjust the BGM volume. If you want to blast your favorite music, turn it up. However, some stages have important warning sounds, so it's best to keep the volume moderate. Map. This is a simplified map of the current area. Note that some stages consist of multiple areas. Don't assume that the map is showing everything, or you'll miscalculate your movements. Yarrensil. Map key. Yellow arrow. Player's location. Yarrow. Graffiti point location. Purple mark. Rival team. They only appear on stages where you have to draw graffiti on their backs. Nitty. Yellow mark. Police. And other loud nuisances. Game menu. Return to the game, /return to the garage. The image shows game mechanics and combat tips. Brake. If you enter the analog direction key in the opposite direction of movement, the character will rotate 180 degrees and stop. When speeding up, apply the brakes to stop suddenly. Be careful not to apply the brakes when going down a steep slope. Back. If you return the analog direction key to its original direction immediately after braking, the character will back up. You cannot speed up while backing up, but you can perform special tricks. Since the input will be invalid if it is too shallow, be sure to flick the analog direction key. You can back up while jumping by pressing the A button at the same time as returning the direction key. Rex. Car grasp. Rex. If you approach the back of a running car and press the R trigger, you can grab onto it. Even if you are a little far away, you will be forcibly grabbed if you hold down the R trigger. To get off the car you are holding onto, it is best to jump onto the roof of the car using the analog direction key. You can also jump and get on the roof of a running car. Self-defense tip. Tip E. The police are merciless. They not only shoot riot control guns at civilian players but also use armed helicopters and tanks. That's terrible. The way to deal with this is to basically run away. When Nijiro is displayed on the screen, proceed in the direction of the arrow, and try to get on the roof or go down the waterway according to the blue arrow. If OK is displayed, the escape is successful, and the opponent will not chase you for a while. Also, if a speech bubble is displayed, it is proof that someone is aiming at you with a gun or missile. The shape of the speech bubble will be jagged and actually fire, so avoid the bullets by dashing or grinding. When an enemy grabs you, shake them off by grinding. When the enemy attacks, kousi, you cannot dash while grabbed, so it is best to move to a place where you can jump and grind. Some enemies can be defeated by drawing graffiti. Please refer to the strategy for this. By the way, enemies appear according to the number of red arrow graffiti drawn by the player. By using this to create a strategy route that avoids enemy attacks, it will be much easier to clear. For example, first clear the large graffiti in the dangerous area, and when enemies appear, work on the ones in the safe area, or the small graffiti. This is quite important. When an enemy is chasing you, a blue arrow will appear on the screen to show you where to run. If you reach the location indicated by the orange arrow, you will have successfully escaped. This page depicts the graffiti system in Jet Set Radio. Jakubuli Doi, Jakubuli. The game features characters like Beat. The setting appears to be Tokyoto, Shibuyaku, Bentencho. Jakubuli Doi, Jakubuyaku. Graffiti. When you approach a graffiti point with a spray can, the graffiti speech bubble will be displayed. If you press the L trigger in this state, you can draw graffiti. Graffiti size. There are 3 sizes of graffiti: small, large, and extra large. You can determine the size of the graffiti by the contents of the speech bubble beforehand. Small graffiti. You can draw simply by pulling the L trigger. It is characterized by being able to draw while moving, and you often decide on tricks while drawing. Consumes 1 spray can. Large. Pulling the L trigger brings up the command input screen, and you can draw by inputting the analog direction keys as indicated. You input the command 3 times to complete the graffiti, consuming 3 spray cans. If you continue to draw, you will gain points, and if you input the command correctly, you will gain +50 bonus points. Loin extra large, lointenone, large expanded version. Command input is 7 times, and 7 spray cans are consumed. Characters and graffiti. Large and extra large commands are determined by the character. The higher the graffiti parameter, the higher the difficulty, but the more combo bonuses you get instead. Characters with high graffiti tend to have fewer spray cans. Command input, Migyai. When you press the L trigger to enter command input mode, you will automatically face forward and move to the location where you will draw the graffiti. Input the commands after the arrows turn green. The input is accepted slightly before the arrow turns green, but you may not get a combo bonus if you input too early. If you enter a command incorrectly, an X will be displayed, and you will have to start the command over. You will not receive a combo bonus, and you will waste spray cans, so be careful. The specific commands are of the following 3 types. The top row is for large, and the bottom row is for extra large commands. The page illustrates 3 basic command types: beat, gum, and corn type. Graffiti cancel. If an enemy approaches while inputting a command, you can press the L trigger to exit the command input screen and escape. Also, if you are in a hurry, you can stop and redo the graffiti after entering the first simple command, and omit the complex command instead of giving up the combo. Operation: L trigger while drawing graffiti. E-key day. View change. E-key day. If you can no longer see in the direction you are moving, press the L trigger to switch to a view from behind. If there is a wall behind the character, the view will be from above, as in the picture. Graffiti is prioritized when you are able to draw graffiti, so be careful when changing the viewpoint near a graffiti point. Iali. Operation: L trigger in a place where you cannot draw graffiti. This page depicts various tricks from the game Jet Set Radio. The image shows the in-game character performing a variety of stunts in the game's cel-shaded urban environments. Types of tricks: Gaie. There are 3 types of tricks: grind, air, and wall ride. The specific trick will vary depending on the character and how you enter the trick. For example, if Gum performs a grind while moving forward, it will be an acid or backslide. If he is moving backwards, it will be an oop or soul, grind. If you run and jump onto a rail-like structure, you can perform a grind trick. Rails can be found throughout the stage, so there are plenty of opportunities to grind. Grinding has several important properties. First, you are invulnerable to enemy fire while grinding. Second, you can shake off enemies who grab you by grinding. Finally, if you grind after gaining enough speed, you can move faster than you would while skating normally. Air. If you take to the air at high speed, you can perform an air trick. These are usually performed after running up a steep slope or jumping off a grind. This is an essential technique for linking together combos. If you jump while using a half-pipe, you can perform special tricks. Also, grinding will gradually slow you down, but you can regain speed by jumping. Wall ride. Wall ride is a trick in which you skate along a vertical wall. To perform this trick, approach the wall at a shallow angle while moving at high speed and jump. You can only perform wall rides in certain places, but you can usually do them on signs or concrete walls. You can jump from a wall ride, and you can even perform another wall ride. This trick is the same no matter which character you are using, or under what conditions you perform it. Trick combo. When you successfully perform a trick, the name of the trick and the number of points you earned will appear on the screen. You can earn even more points by linking together tricks. This is known as a trick combo. For example, you can link together a grind and an air trick. If you interrupt the flow when landing, the combo will end. Also, be careful not to crash into obstacles, or you won't get a combo bonus. Page 30. This page depicts different tricks. Squarington Dorker trick. Weise. Here we will introduce some specific grind and air tricks. Some of them are really difficult, but the characters show them off with cool faces. However, wall rides are the same for all characters, so we'll omit them. Grind. Grind tricks can be divided into front tricks, where you ride on the rail facing forward, and alley-oop tricks, where you ride backward. Depending on whether you ride on the right or left side of the rail, the name of the trick will change. Soul. One of the basic grinds, where you place your front foot sideways and your back foot vertically on the rail. When starting a grind, depending on which side of the rail you ride on, it changes to a far side soul trick. Rockmack, a trick where you grab one foot and slide with the other. The other name, Rocket Tamakio, was named after a Japanese skater. Like the soul, it changes to a far side rockmack, depending on the direction you ride on the rail. Alley-oop Miz. A typical alley-oop grind trick that comes out of the back position. You can't dash while you're in the back, so tricks that move from here are more likely to fail due to unfamiliarity and lack of speed. To avoid this, it is best to accelerate with a jump. Air. Air. Air tricks can be performed facing forward or backward, and there are also half-pipe tricks. Of these, half-pipe tricks can also be performed by jumping, turn plus air, at the same time as switching between forward and backward on a normal terrain. Method. A basic air trick where you bend your body and grab both feet together. If you do a backflip as is, it's a method backflip. Misty. Gi. This is a half-pipe trick where you rotate sideways while tilting your body. The speed when exiting is fast. The photo shows the move performed with a turn and air. This page depicts character stats in the game Jet Set Radio. De. To wrap up the tricks, I'll teach you the characters' tricks. Sometimes it's better to choose a character based on how cool their tricks are, rather than their parameters. Wall rides are the same for every character, so I've omitted them. Oh, I said that earlier. Warringters. It showcases 4 characters: beat, gum, corn and combo. For each character, the page lists their grind and air tricks. Warringters. This page depicts a character overview and some of their tricks. Waram. First, there's Garam, a character with a distinctive bug-like head and skull necklace. The grind tricks listed include X-Grand/Farside X-Grand, Unity/Backside Unity, and Full Torque/Backside Full Torque. For alley-oop tricks, there are Soil/Farside Soil, and Pornstar/Farside Pornstar. His air tricks are Front Flip, Ryuken, Method Backflip, Back, and 360, Back. His half-pipe tricks consist of Backflip, 180, Method 540, Misty, Back, Ryuken, 180, Back, and 180, Common. Next is Biss, a character with short black hair and a cool demeanor. The listed grind tricks are Soul/Farside Soul, Frontside Rail/Backside Rail, and Royal/Backside Royal. The alley-oop tricks are Alley-oop Soul/Farside Alley-oop and Alley-oop Miz/Farside Alley-oop Miz. For air tricks, there is still fish, and Ryuken backflip, back, and rocket, common. His half-pipe tricks include backflip 180, Ryuken 180, method backflip 180 back, method 540 back, and 180 common. Then, there is cube, with a unique style and a belly tattoo. The grind tricks are acid/farside acid, full torque/farside full torque, and backslide/backside backslide. The alley-oop tricks are soil/farside soil, and alley-oop miz/farside alley-oop miz. His air tricks include method backflip, tombi, 720, back, and method, back. The half-pipe tricks consist of Ryuken backflip, 180, misty, 540 back, abstract 540 back, and 180, common. Following cube is yo-yo, a character with a green hoodie and sharp teeth. Grind tricks include soul/farside soul, royal/backside royal, and fish/farside fish. The alley-oop tricks are alley-oop soul/farside alley-oop, and alley-oop fish/farside alley-oop fish. His air tricks are 720, common, and 1080, common. The half-pipe tricks include 900, common, 1260, common, and 180, common. Lastly, there is Sugar, a character with a confident look and dark hair. The grind tricks are X-Grand/Farside X-Grand, frontside rail/backside rail, and fish/farside fish. The alley-oop tricks include alley-oop soul/farside alley-oop, and pornstar/farside pornstar. Her air tricks include 1080, shifty, tombi, back, and stillfish, back. Her half-pipe tricks include abstract 540, backflip 180, back, rocket 180, common, and 180, common. Character titles: Garam, Bizcube Yo-Yo, Sugar, Grind, a list of the character's grind moves. Alley-oop, a list of the character's alley-oop moves. Air, a list of the character's air moves. Half-pipe, a list of the character's half-pipe moves. This page depicts character profiles from the game, specifically focusing on their movesets. Doe. The characters featured are Soda, Love Shockers, Poison Jam, and Noise Tank. For each character, there are lists of grind and air moves, categorized into front and alley-oop variations, as well as half-pipe tricks where applicable. Soda, grind, front, unity/backside unity, full torque/backside full torque, rockmac/farside rockmac, day alley-oop, bonestar/farside bonestar, alley-oop fish/farside alley-oop fish, day air, rocket, abstract 360, pack, karate, common, half-pipe, tombi, 540, common, karate, 180, common, 180, common, love shockers, grind, front, X-Grand/farside X-Grand, frontside rail/backside rail, fish/farside fish, tomto, alley-oop, alley-oop soul/farside alley-oop, bonestar/farside bonestar, tomto, air, 1080, shifty, tombi, pack, stillfish, pack, half-pipe, abstract 540, rocket 180, backflip 180, pack, rocket 180, pack, 180, common, poison jam, Drointon draw, grind, front, acid/farside acid, unity/backside unity, backslide/backside backslide, alley-oop, soil/farside soil, alley-oop miz/farside alley-oop miz, Drointon draw, air, method backflip, tombi, 720, pack, method, pack, half-pipe, Ryuken back, flip 180, misty, 540, pack, abstract, 540, pack, 180, common, noise tank, grind, front, acid/farside acid, unity/backside unity, backslide/backside backslide, dog, alley-oop, soil/farside soil, alley-oop miz/farside alley-oop miz, dog air, method backflip, tombi, 720, pack, method, pack, half-pipe, Ryuken back, flip 180, misty, 540, pack, abstract 540, pack, 180, common. The image shows a graffiti selection screen from Jet Set Radio. This page, Graffiti. I mentioned a little while ago that there are 90 types of graffiti available in this game. But that's not all. You can create your own original graffiti or get cool images from the internet. Select graffiti from list ... Graffiti select ... Select the graffiti to draw in the game. You can select from the graffiti you have, by small, large, and extra large sizes. To operate, use the analog stick or digital direction buttons to select, the A button to confirm, and the B button to cancel. When you are finished selecting, return to the garage with the start button. Jashesha. Size, Jashesha. First, select the size of the graffiti you want to change here. Jashesha. Window, Jashesha. The graffiti you have selected will be displayed here. From top to bottom. Small, large, extra large. The graffiti design is displayed in the speech bubble, so you can know the size in advance. Title/comment. The title and comment of the graffiti you have selected are displayed. In the case of JPEG images, you can set the range to remove colors with the L/R triggers. Titaya. List. Titaya. This is where you select graffiti. The top 3 rows of Kaya are graffiti you acquired with graffiti souls, etc., and the numbers indicate those you have not yet acquired. The bottom 3 rows of Iya are your original graffiti. Likewise, DL is the graffiti acquired via the internet, data downloaded from the Jet Set Radio official website, and other JPEG images. Tip. JPEG. JPEG, pronounced JPEG, is the name of a still image compression specification, but here remember it as an image displayed on the internet. There is also another one called GIF on the internet. JPEGs are used for photos and illustrations, and GIFs are often used for titles and buttons. There are many exceptions though. Only JPEGs can be used here. There are several types of JPEGs. Some images show up little by little from the top, while others are blurry and then become clear, right? Only standard JPEGs that are displayed from the top can be used in this game. Keep that in mind. Now in this game you can turn JPEG images downloaded to the visual memory into graffiti. Any size is okay, but if the aspect ratio of the graffiti, small 1:1, large 1:2, extra large 1:4, is matched, it will be converted more cleanly. You can use the L/R triggers to remove colors in order from lightest to darkest, so if you use them well you can adjust the shape. ... Downloading images is easy. Connect to the internet with your Dreamcast, move the cursor to the image you want, and press the X button and A button. If you use this function you can import images from digital cameras, CG etc. via the internet, and turn them into graffiti. Read a specialized book for how to upload to the internet. Jokanternet. Jokanternet. The image on the right side of the page shows an internet download. Jokanter. There is also an image of corn. This page shows how to make graffiti. Doriki. Making graffiti. Doriki. Here, you can make original graffiti. The operation method is basically the same. Select with the analog stick or directional buttons, confirm with the A button, and cancel with the B button. Once the graffiti is complete, save it and select it from the list. Knorsa Hasen. Graffiti size. Knorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa Hasen. Knorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa Hasenorsa. Knorsa Hasenorsa. So be careful. Text mode. Name input. Wall. This is a mode for drawing text, consisting of 3 stages: name input, font transformation, and effect. You can enter up to 7 characters for the name in alphanumeric or kana. You can skip this part and go straight to the paint mode. Text mode. Font transformation. Font transformation allows you to transform text into various shapes. Select the text you want to transform with the direction buttons, and then transform it with the analog stick. Text mode. Effect. The effects include 4 menus: position, size, rotation, lens, and pattern. Position and size probably don't need explanation. Select the text with the direction buttons, and then process it with the analog stick. Rotation is a similar effect, but if you select all text, the entire text rotates, and otherwise, each character rotates on the spot. Because the characters have thickness, rotating them makes them 3-dimensional. Lens is an effect that emphasizes perspective to make the text more 3-dimensional. Using this will change the size of the characters, so readjust them. Pattern is an effect that applies textures to the text. The front and sides have different patterns, so decide on the rotation before proceeding. Paint mode, B-boy. This is the painting mode. Remember that you can draw on the top and bottom surfaces of the text. You can switch the surface to draw on with the icon in the center. Decode. The paint mode menu has 4 options: palette, eraser, erase all, and zoom. First, use zoom to enlarge the screen for easier work. Then, move to palette, select a color with the direction buttons, and draw thin lines with the analog stick plus L trigger, or thick lines with the R trigger. The line thickness can be finely adjusted with the angle of the analog stick. If you don't like it, correct it with eraser, or redo it with erase all. Save. Once you are satisfied with your graffiti, execute the save. The save data size is a maximum of 16 for small, 34 for large, and 66 for extra large. This page depicts an internet page featuring jetsetradio.internet.int. From this menu you can access the Dreamcast homepage and the official Jet Set Radio homepage. Here, we will explain the official homepage full of Jet Set Radio information. Internet. Jet Set Radio, official homepage. Internet. This page's screen photo is a dummy. You can check the trial mode rankings and download graffiti. You can also view score registrations and graffiti downloads from your PC. The URL address for that case is http://jet.drykers.net.jp/.jp ranking.boo. You can upload your game save data and register for trial rankings. By using this page, you can compete with players and scores from all over the country while staying at home. There are 3 stages and 3 modes in the trial, and you can register if you clear even one of them. However, you may not be able to register if you have not reached the lowest score at that point. The rankings will be updated as new registrants appear, so check the latest rankings using the search function. Graffiti. You can register your own graffiti or download graffiti created by other players to your visual memory. When registering, data is uploaded and screened, and if it passes, it will be published on the homepage. Anything that violates copyright or public order and morals will be rejected, so please do not apply. The development team selects excellent graffiti every week and awards master, doctor, and professor prizes, as well as rankings based on the number of downloads. Tip: connection to the internet. For those who are experiencing the internet for the first time with this Jet Set Radio, we will briefly explain the first steps to connect with the Dreamcast. 1. Connect the Dreamcast and the telephone line with a cable. This is obvious, but when you connect to the internet, you will be charged for the connection to the provider, in addition to the telephone charges. Be careful not to use it too much. 2. Use Dream Passport by Sega provider, Isaunet. 3. Register as a user. This is an important procedure related to the management of the user's personal information and the selection of access points, so please be accurate. For detailed registration methods, please refer to the Dream Passport manual. This information is recorded on the main unit, so be careful when lending the Dreamcast to friends. 4. Once the registration is complete, all you have to do is connect to the internet with Jet Set Radio. If you actually try it, it's quite easy. There are screenshots of the graffiti submission page, the ranking screen, and a screen showing weekly graffiti of the week from between April 4th and June 10th, 2000. The characters are Jet, Combo and Gum, and others from the Jet Set Radio team, and the downloads are popular rankings. This page depicts the system menu, stage scores, and visual memory file details in Jet Set Radio. The system menu allows you to save play data, check scores for each mode in stage score, and configure game settings in options. The operation method is basically the same as before, and pressing the start button returns you to the garage. Save. This performs the save of play data. Unlike the usual stage, trial mode and rival taiketsu are not displayed in the save menu, so don't forget to save here. Stage score. This displays the highest score for each stage in story mode and the top 5 scores in trial mode. Note the D displayed at the top, such as Shibuya D and Kogane D. This value is determined by the rank earned in each stage of story mode. If you earn a jet rank in all stages and get D to 100, the rival team in that city becomes available as a playable character. Options. This allows you to configure game settings. There are only 2 simple items. Sound is the setting to make the audio output stereo or monaural. Puru Puru Pack is a setting to turn on or off the vibration of the Puru Puru Pack, 1,800 yen excluding tax / on sale. When turned on, it vibrates when information is received on the radio or when damage is taken. The image shows a table of scores for levels. These are Shibuyacho/Koganecho and Bentencho, which lists the ranks and points: Jet, Nitro, Turbo, Engine, Motor and Zenmai. Tip: if you save while the visual memory has 30 or more blocks of free space, a VM executable file called Jet Set Radio VM Apply is automatically saved. If you have this file, the graffiti title and author's email address, and comments downloaded from the Jet Set Radio official homepage can be checked on the visual memory screen. VM executable file checked. Turn on the power, press the Modi button to select the spade mark, and press the A button. Then the title screen is displayed, so press the A plus B buttons simultaneously to proceed to the next screen. Just follow the on-screen instructions. The size of the Jet Set Radio VM executable file is 30 blocks. However, the visual memory can only save one VM executable file. If you already have a VM executable file saved and don't want to overwrite it, use a separate visual memory. The image shows a page from the Jet Set Radio Perfect Guide, detailing the scoring system of the game. Gen Graffiti Point. Gen Graffiti Point. More points are uniformly 500. Points above large vary depending on the character, and scores increase depending on the combo. You can get a 50-point bonus for each level if you enter correctly. There are examples of point scoring for graffiti tags. The large tag scores differ depending on the graffiti used. Kenny. The Corn, Garam, Soda, and Love Shockers tag scores 400 points with a 150-point bonus, while the extra large tag scores 2,600 points with a 350-point bonus. The Beat, Bowse, Combo, Cube, Poison Jam and Noise Tank tag scores 700 points with a 150-point bonus, while the extra large tag scores 3,500 points with a 350-point bonus. The Gum, Yo-Yo and Sugar tag scores 1,600 points with a 150-point bonus, while the extra large tag scores 5,000 points with a 350-point bonus. Trick Point. Taka. Trick points increase with combos. Air and wall ride tricks are counted once for each execution. Grind tricks are counted 2 or 3 times depending on the sliding distance. In certain conditions, the points per trick are doubled. A table shows the number of tricks performed in a combo and the points awarded. The table shows the number of times the trick is done from 1 to 19 plus times, and the points given ranging from 10 to 100. Conditions: air, x3 multiplier. Air on a half pipe, x3 multiplier. Forward/backward switch and jump outside of a half pipe, 180, x3 multiplier. Forward/backward switch and jump outside of a half pipe style air, other than 180, x6 multiplier. Forward/backward switch and jump outside of a half pipe, grind, x2, up to 5 consecutive times, multiplier. Forward/backward switch without jumping, turn, x2 multiplier. Combo bonus, Dutstrist. If you perform 3 or more trick combos, you will receive points depending on the number of times you perform the combo at the end. Dutstrist. A table indicates the points awarded for the number of combos performed. The points awarded are ranging from 50 points for 35 combos to 1,000 points for 15 or more combos. However, if you hit a wall or are shot by an enemy and cannot land cleanly, this bonus is void. Cheshire. Score count. When the stage is cleared, the following numbers are added to the points you have earned up to that point, and the rank is determined by the sum of these. If you are aiming for a high rank in story mode, please understand this calculation method. Remaining health x30. Remaining time x30. Remaining spray cans x100. Bonus for 100%, remaining health equals 3000. This page depicts a yellow and white aesthetic with the words, Chapter 3, Story, in English. The Japanese text translates to story. The image shows a route map of the game Jet Set Radio, depicting the different stages the player can access, their names, and their page numbers in the guide. It shows the stage routes, and how to unlock specific rival battles, and the Jet Crash minigame. Here is the translation of the text. Narrated. This is the long-awaited game walkthrough. The story mode progresses, as shown in the diagram. The point is that clearing certain stages will cause rivals to appear, and trial mode will become available. The progression is the same from the second playthrough onwards, but the characters that appear and trial mode will be carried over. Start. Trial. Pages 9697. After clearing the first stage, you will be able to choose stages to play from the 3 districts of Shibuyacho, Koganicho, and Bentencho. The story will change slightly depending on whether you clear Stage 3, Koganicho, or Stage 6, Bentencho, first. Stage 1, Shibuyacho, Area 1. Shibuyacho, GG, page 34. Rival Battle, Combo, page 98. Stage 2, Shibuyacho, Area 2. Love Trap, page 38. Stage 3, Koganecho, Area 1. Koganecho Monster, page 42. Rival Battle, Garum, page 99. Lovecho. Stage 4, Koganecho, number 540. Area 2, page 46. Lovecho. Stage 5, Koganecho, Area 3. Circus in Kogane, page 54. Rival Battle, Bizes, page 100. Koganecho, page 100. Koganecho, page 54. Pei Muso, Rival Battle, Cube, page 101. Stage 7, Bentencho, Area 2. Graffiti High, page 58. Koganecho, page 58. Koganecho, Bentencho, Area 3. Noise Reduction, page 62. Koganecho, Rival Battle, Yo-Yo, page 102. Koganecho, 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 page 66. If you clear stages 2, 5 and 8, you will advance to stage 9. If you clear stages 5, 8 and 9, Jet Graffiti will appear in each district. Also, if you win the rival battle with Yo-Yo, you will be able to play Bentencho's Jet Crash, Dora. Next page. This page depicts stages 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14, each with a location name and a subtitle, Shibuyacho, Koganecho, Bentencho, and Nazono Sekai. Page numbers, for further reference, are also given. Guidance. This section explains how to use the guide. Rank describes the correspondence between clear scores and ranks. Data provides details such as time limits, clear conditions, graffiti points, enemy conditions, graffiti souls, and changes after clearing a stage. Graffiti souls that appear for the first time during the game are documented. The placement of graffiti souls remains the same on the same map, even in other modes. Scenario. The overall flow up to the stage clear. Points. Highlights important tips and tricks for clearing stages. Map. Red lines indicate grind points, and green lines indicate wall ride points. The icons are explained in the legend on each page. The S, L and X arrows represent small, large and extra large sizes, while the S and L for the spray indicate big and small sizes. Advice. General advice related to the maps is given here. Enemy. The characteristics of the enemies that appear are described. Get Jet describes how to acquire jet ranks. Gum-type characters have high graffiti parameters, while cone-type characters have low parameters. If you clear stages 10, 11 and 12, you can proceed to stage 13. Clearing these stages unlocks jet tech in each city. Defeating Sugar and Soda in rival Taiketsu unlocks the Jet Crash versions of Shibuyacho and Koganecho. The image shows the locations for Jet Set Radio, Shibuyacho, and Shibuya Terminal. The image shows a page detailing the first stage of the game, Shibuyacho. The enemy characters featured on this stage are the police force, who work in groups and directly attack the players. Later in the stage, the Chief Onishima appears who attacks players with a pistol. EA. It is advised to draw graffiti on their back to distract them, or escape onto the roof. EA. Data say. The time limit is 600 seconds. The clear condition is to draw 10 red arrow graffiti. The graffiti counts are XL is 1, L is 5, and S is 4 with 0 green graffiti. The police force appear after 3 red arrow graffiti are drawn, and Chief Onishima appears after 6 red arrow graffiti. The graffiti souls are 11, 15, 41, 45 and 71. Rank. The rank scores are Jet, for 33,000 points and above, Nitro for 32,990 to 23,000 points, Turbo for 22,990 to 19,000 points, Engine for 18,990 to 14,000 points, Motor for 13,990 to 9,000 points, and Zenmai for 8,990 points to 0. Clearance change. Rival combo. Right pointing arrow 98 page. Stage 2. I no Wana. Right pointing arrow 38 page. Stage 3. Koganecho's monster. Right pointing arrow 42 page. Stage 6. Bentencho Boogie. Right pointing arrow 54 page. Enemy. The K-pop group on this stage. Acting groups. They are simple opponents that will pounce on the player character. If caught, you can shake them off by grinding on a nearby guardrail. Onishima Police Chief appears in the second half. If he spots the player character, he will attack with a handgun. You can silence him by drawing graffiti on his back, or escape by getting on the roof. Advice. Pai. The best place to start playing is at the bus terminal in front of the station. There are many basic trick spots, such as grinds and wall rides. You can do infinite tricks using guardrails and overpasses, so this is a great area to earn points. The image shows a map of Shibuyacho G. Red arrow graffiti, G. Green arrow graffiti, G. Kid spray, G. G-in spray, G-in spray, G-in's graffiti soul, wall, start location, G. Rival. This page shows a stage guide for the game Jet Set Radio. G. The setting is Shibuyacho in Tokyo. The characters shown are Beat, Gum and Corn, along with the police. There are buses, trucks, and buildings shown in the screenshots. Stage 01. Shibuyacho, Part 1. The red arrow graffiti in this stage totals 10 locations. Once you finish painting 3 of the graffiti spots, the cops will appear. They appear and make it harder to paint the bus graffiti, so prioritize the large graffiti in this area. If you have time to spare, try to get some graffiti souls. Cheshos, Norsus. Let's start by painting the buses. Norsus, Cheshos. The bus stop has 3 buses with large graffiti points. Start by painting these 3 graffiti spots. There are no obstacles or cops to get in the way, so take your time and get a high score. If you bump into a Love Shockers, they will drop 3 yellow spray cans. Kikorei, Aini. When the cops come, take refuge on the rooftops. Aini. Once you finish painting 3 graffiti spots, the cops will come after you. They will relentlessly chase you on the ground, so escape to the roof of the station from the truck in the parking lot. After that, you can continue to paint the graffiti points on the roof, so stock up on 13 spray cans beforehand at the pedestrian bridge. Aim for the back of the Onishima squad. Warrington Norsoa. When you paint the 6th red arrow graffiti, the Onishima squad will come after you. Since there is a green arrow on his back, if you have time, approach him from behind and paint the graffiti. It's a bit forceful, but you can knock down the Onishima squad and paint graffiti in that opening. Norsa has me. If you paint the graffiti on his back, he will be quiet for a while. This page depicts strategies for the game Jet Set Radio. The setting is Shibuyacho's Area A, Basta Terminal, where you can perform endless tricks using the surrounding guardrails. The page discusses how to achieve a jet rank in this stage, which requires 33,000 points. Since there are few graffiti points, simply clearing the stage with a corn-type character will only get you a nitro rank. To secure a jet rank, you need to earn scores at endless trick points like point 4. Lenja. The text gives advice for corn and gum types of characters. Lenja. The regulation for the jet rank in this stage is 33,000 PTS. Because there are few graffiti points, if you are a corn type character, you will end up with a nitro rank just by clearing it. To reliably get a jet rank, earn points at endless trick points like point 4. Diigi. Get a jet combo, you need to keep drawing graffiti. If you are a gum type character, draw graffiti as instructed, and you can get a jet with that alone. Corn type. To get a jet rank with a corn type character, decide on a trick as much as time allows, and if you exceed the 33,000 PTS regulation before clearing, that is definitely best. If you get 1,000 PTS each with the point 4 trick combo, it should not be that difficult. After drawing graffiti on Police Chief Onishima's back, a green arrow will appear on his back again after a certain amount of time, so use that to earn points. Beiti. Gum type. Gum types require more emphasis on speed than trick combos. As mentioned earlier, draw graffiti, and if you clear it with around 380 seconds remaining, you can get a jet with just that. To shorten the time, if you take 3 spray cans immediately after the start, draw the graffiti on the bus below as is, and then take the remaining bus graffiti from the Love Shockers on the spot, and draw it. The illustration features Beat performing a trick, and a character graffitiing the side of a bus. This page depicts Stage 02, Shibuyacho Part 2, with the theme I No Wana, or Love Trap. The stage features the mysterious Team Love Shockers, who you might end up falling for. In Shibuyacho, you'll need to score 41,000 points or higher to earn a jet ranking, while getting between 0 and 13,990 points will only net you a Zenmai ranking. The goal is to paint 13 red arrow graffiti, and the stage has XL, L and S graffiti of both colors. Enemies you'll encounter include Chief Onishima and the Special Police Force appearing from the start, and the Kidotai appearing after you paint 5 red arrow graffiti. Graffiti souls can be found at locations 13, 16, 43, 46, 72, 73, and 75. Clearing stages 5 and 8 unlocks additional content, as does clearing stage 9, Love Attack Operation, on page 66. Chief Onishima's attacks are the same as in Shibuyacho Part 1. The Special Police Force will try to interfere when you try to paint graffiti at designated points, riding in on white motorcycles. If this happens, cancel your painting and get out of the way. If you have time, try chasing after them. The Kidotai, appearing later, have powerful tear gas attacks. Avoid dashing as much as possible, and use grinds to dodge their attacks. Shibuyacho Area B features a larger map and more trick points. You can perform infinite tricks on the overpass to earn points. Graffiti souls can be difficult to find, so if you're not confident, try the trial mode. Checha. This page depicts a map from Jet Set Radio that shows roads, building tops, and where special items are located. It depicts the path and locations of red graffiti, green graffiti, scratches, graffiti souls, and important points. The map also denotes start and exit points, as well as breakable walls and locations of rivals. The translation of the text on the page is as follows. Dorsol, red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, banei, scratches, graffiti soul, banei, important points, banei, start points, exits, breakable wall, rival, banei, story, a trap of love. This page depicts a stage from Jet Set Radio set in Shibuyacho, Stage 02, Shibuyacho, Part 2. This stage has many trick points, such as half-pipes and overpasses. The Kaiken's attacks have been greatly strengthened. In particular, if you draw 5 or more red arrow graffiti, the Kidotai will appear with tear gas. It would be a good idea to draw graffiti of large size or larger before they appear. Musical. Get the spray can by going around from behind. Immediately after the start, if you turn around, you can collect a spray can near the stairs. If you go up the stairs as they are, you can go to the park, so it is a good idea to replenish your spray cans here. Also, Chief Onishima patrols near the park, so draw graffiti with skis. Text. First, after collecting the spray cans, paint graffiti at points A to D. When you try to paint graffiti at points B to D, the special kokotai on motorcycles will come rushing in. The graffiti command is complicated, so cancel the command input and let them pass. Unayi. Now, let's attack the park. After finishing drawing graffiti at points A to D, go to the graffiti points in the park. Chief Onishima often interferes when you try to draw graffiti at point E, so it is a good idea to defeat him in advance. Small-size graffiti points can be quickly cleaned up by grinding. If you proceed according to this strategy, the Kidotai will appear here. The image shows a variety of gameplay tips and strategies for the game Jet Set Radio. The page features screenshots of in-game locations, characters performing tricks, and graffiti tagging. If you are being chased by Beat, Kid Dai, or Inspector Onishima, you can escape by going down to the half-pipe, waterway. They cannot enter the half-pipe, so it is very useful when your stamina is low. There are green arrows in the half-pipe, so be sure to draw on them when passing through. After that, is the graffiti at location F. To get here, grind on the crane trucks on the road. If you are not interested in graffiti souls, it is easier to wall ride and jump over the wall. By the way, there are 2 extra large graffiti at point F, so bring at least 14 spray cans with you. Get JET. The jet rank for this stage is 41000 PTS, or higher. There are many green arrow graffiti, so it is relatively easy to get the required score. There are also unlimited trick points, page 112, so you should have no trouble earning points. However, Kiddy's attacks are powerful and widespread, so be careful, or you may get hurt. If you want to get the jet rank for sure, earn some points before Kid Dai comes. that is, before drawing the 5th red arrow graffiti, and then draw the graffiti. Corn type. For corn type characters, it is difficult to get the jet rank by just drawing red arrow graffiti. Decide on a trick combo on the pedestrian bridge beforehand and earn 2,000 PTS or more. You are invincible during tricks, so you will not be hit by Kiddy's tear gas attacks, even if he appears. If you are confident in your tricks, leave one small-sized graffiti in the park and earn points until the time limit. Borrington gum type. For gum type characters you can earn a lot of points just by drawing graffiti, so there is no need to do unlimited tricks. More importantly, check the route carefully, finish the graffiti quickly and surely, and receive the time bonus after clearing the graffiti. In particular, when drawing graffiti at locations A to D at the beginning, replenish spray cans on the pedestrian bridge so that you do not run out of spray cans on the way, or steal them from love shockers if you run out of spray cans, and try to avoid unnecessary movements. The image shows Stage 03 of Jet Set Radio taking place in Koganecho, which is described as a town adjacent to the main area. The protagonist encounters the police and has to spray graffiti instead of surrendering. This stage has a time limit of 600 seconds. The player needs to draw 12 red arrow graffiti symbols to clear it. The graffiti types are XL, L, and S, where XL represents 1 instance, L represents 2 instances, and S represents 9 instances. Enemies that will appear on this stage are the Onishima Chief, Onishima Kaibu, patrol cars, police dogs, K9 cops/Ksatsuken, and helicopters. The graffiti souls in this stage are at locations 18, 20, 22, 48, 51, 77, 79 and 80. After clearing the stage, the player will face the rival Garam, on page 99, and stage 4, no 540 inches will unlock, on page 46. Depending on the score you reach, the game ranks you as follows: 30,000 plus points awards a jet rank, 2,999,000,000, 22,000 points awards nitro, 2,199,000,000, 18,000 awards turbo, 1,799,000,000, 14,000 awards engine, 1,399,000,000, 10,000 awards motor, 9,990 and below awards Zenmai. Enemy. Atise. The enemies that appear on this stage are the Onishima Chief, patrol cars, K9 cops and helicopters. The movements of the Onishima Chief are the same as before, and the K9 cops are similar to K-cans. Patrol cars come in 2 types, those that appear when you draw graffiti in specific locations, and those that appear simultaneously with the Onishima Chief. Only the former type will attack you. The final helicopter is an annoying opponent that fires powerful missiles from the sky in rapid succession. However, you can shoot it down by drawing graffiti. Advice.al. This area is called a residential area, and as the name suggests, many houses are lined up. Depending on the location, you can climb on the roofs or enter the back alleys. There are also places where you can break down walls, so try to go around every corner. This page depicts a map of Area A, showing various locations and points of interest. Dorite. The Japanese text translates to Dorite, Koganecho's monster story. Red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, Das Bay, Kiz Spray, Das Bay, Day, Graffiti Soul, Das Bay, Strategy Point Bay, Start Location, Das Bay, Start Location New Story, Exit Das Bay, Breakable Wall, Rival. This page depicts Stage 3, Koganecho, the monster of Koganecho. This stage's graffiti points are only in the lower half of the map on the hillside. Therefore, if you are only aiming to clear the stage, you don't need to set foot in the upper half of the map. If you do have the opportunity to visit, it will be when you are escaping from enemies, going to get Kiz Spray, or when you fall into the river. Immediately after the start, head to the high ground. To quickly get to the high ground from the starting point, use wall rides plus air to jump over the ditch from point A, and then go straight up the stairs. This technique will be necessary later on, so memorize it here. If you accidentally fall into the river, you will be returned to the starting point, so use this route again. Key A. The spray cans are definitely available along the route, so get them. Ayu. Since large graffiti takes time to complete, you can't draw it calmly when enemies are around. There are 3 or more large graffiti in this stage. Since Officer Onishima and the catcher appear as conditions, defeat these 3 graffiti first. Ignore the runaway points if you can. Ruck. Even if the catcher appears, it's not a problem if all the remaining graffiti is small. You can run and paint. Even if it's annoying, you can easily escape if you escape into the back streets or point E, as they won't chase you any further than that. However, hiding in the runaway point is a waste of time, so avoid it as much as possible. In locations B, C, and D, steal the spray cans from your rivals. If you want to get Kiss Spray, it's good to run away and come here. This page depicts characters and environments from the game Jet Set Radio. The image shows the character Beat performing a trick, with the text, "Drop the heli." There is another image of a character grinding on a rail, with text that says, "Enemy? What's with that? Prejunime." Also the text, "Get Jet," and "Get Jet" is shown. The background depicts a vibrant, graffiti-laden urban environment, reflecting the game's unique art style. Ale, J, Ale, 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 A, Ale, Ale, A, Ale, 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 Ane, A, Ale, 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 Ane, Ale, a voice choir. Helicopters' missiles are quite powerful, and they are heat-seeking, which is annoying. However, you can shoot down helicopters by drawing graffiti, so feel free to take them down. In that case, an open space is good. If you are here, they will fly low and come close, so jump and draw graffiti. Although the helicopters that attack from the sky are formidable opponents, when they appear, Chief Onishima and the police dogs disappear, and they never appear again. So, if you defeat the helicopter, there will be no enemies at all. This is a very good situation. Make the most of the remaining time, and practice your tricks. Takfru. To get a jet rank in this stage, you need 30,000 points. If you don't have enough graffiti points, or if you are using a corn-type character with low graffiti scores, you need to earn points with tricks. If you are using a gum-type character, it will take time to clear. BS, corn-type. If you avoid mistakes and get bonuses for stamina, time, and spray cans, you can usually earn around 30,000 points, even if you clear normally. However, if you don't do well, try to earn points with tricks. A recommended method is to grind on the fence at point F, and when the fence breaks, jump repeatedly and slide to point G. When you reach point G, switch back to the opposite side in the same way. If you repeat this 23 times, you will earn enough. Gum type. If you clear quickly and get stamina bonuses, you can earn a jet rank. The important thing is to play quickly. As explained in point 2, prioritize large-size graffiti and draw small-size graffiti while running. Replenish your stamina before clearing and secure as many spray cans as possible, and you will definitely be able to earn the rank. If that doesn't work, earn points with tricks like the corn type. The text by the image of Beat is, "It's a little difficult to jump diagonally from here and grind, but it's easy after that. Just keep doing jump turns." The text by the police car is, "Be careful, because if you linger here and get caught by the patrol car while drawing graffiti, you'll be done for. When you're finished drawing, jump immediately." The next page depicts Stage 4, Koganecho, in Jet Set Radio. The stage features Onishima's police force, special forces, and helicopters. Be wary of the special forces' machine gun fire when drawing large graffiti. Helicopters are formidable foes, and there are 3 of them in this stage. This area has safe zones if you get in trouble. Data. The time limit is 600 seconds. The clear condition is to draw 13 red arrow graffiti tags. Graffiti sizes are divided into XL, L, and S, with values for red and green arrow tags available. Rank. Points needed for each rank are listed, from Zenmai up to Jet Enemy. Onishima's police force, special forces, and helicopters are enemies. The special forces fire machine guns at you, so be careful when drawing large graffiti. Helicopters are very difficult, and 3 of them will appear. Advice. This area is not very large, and is divided into the central factory interior, the fenced-in area around it, the Nijero point, and the area outside the fence. The factory interior is completely safe, and the fenced-in area is safe from everything except helicopters. Remember this. This page depicts a map of Area B, located within the Kogan factory ruins, including the interior of the Kogan factory. The map shows the locations of red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, graffiti souls, kiss sprays, attack points, the start, the exit, breakable walls, and rivals. Kogane factory ruins, Kakrus. Kogane Factory Interior. This page depicts Stage 4 of Jet Set Radio, UA. The stage is Koganicho, Part 2, UA. This stage has many powerful enemies, so use the A Point Factory as a safe zone. Spray cans and scratch sprays are available inside the factory, as well as green arrow graffiti points. Depending on how you utilize this zone, the difficulty of Stage 4 will change drastically. Ratiti. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Warringtus. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. This stage is in the power lines and in the factory. However, both are far from the starting point, so it is a little inefficient to go and retrieve them. So, use the rivals. If you hit them, they will give you 7 spray cans. Warrington Nolsa Hazen. Complete the large graffiti before a strong helicopter appears. The helicopter appears after you have finished painting 7 red arrow graffiti, so paint all 4, including the green arrow graffiti, and 5 large and extra large graffiti before that. Think about the order in which you draw the graffiti, including warranty. As mentioned in the theory section, this factory is very useful. Of course, when you want a spray can or scratch spray, it can also be used as a place to earn points through tricks, as there are plenty of grind points. It is a completely safe zone, so you can repeat tricks until the time limit is up. This page depicts a strategy guide page for Jet Set Radio. The page features gameplay screenshots and character art. It includes tips and strategies for achieving a jet rank on a particular stage, focusing on efficient trick point accumulation and enemy takedowns. Data. Characters and locations. The characters are graffiti artists, and the setting seems to be an industrial complex. The player character is grinding on rails and performing aerial tricks. The kazoo spray is also mentioned as being useful. The image shows strategy tips. No need to attack the helicopters unreasonably, but if graffiti other than smalls remains, it's safer to drop them, so you won't be shot down by missiles. You can grind on the fence or crane at point B, then jump to get close to the helicopter, and repeatedly press the trigger in mid-air to shoot it down. This stage has very efficient, infinite trick points. First, grind and jump up the fence at point C, and when you get to point D, jump to the power line at point E. Then, jump from the end of the power line to point C. Please refer to the pictures and try it. You can only jump if you make a turn. This is important. Warrington Nolsa. Get, jet. Jumped. The required points for the jet rank in this stage is 33,000. But it's relatively easy to earn, because of the large number of graffiti points. Even if it takes time to clear, and you can't expect a time bonus, or if you get hit by enemies and can't expect a stamina bonus, you can still get a jet rank in a safe area. Get jet. Warrington Maria. Since there are factories, it is easy to earn points by tricking. Also, if you defeat the helicopters, there will be no more enemies, so it will be easier to draw green arrow graffiti. If you don't mind game overs, you can get jet in any situation. Corn type. If you clear the game normally, you can get a good jet rank if you increase the time, stamina and spray can bonuses. If you can't expect a bonus, there is no problem if you repeat the tricks at the infinite trick point and the safe factory introduced in the text. If you defeat all the enemies, no one will interfere with your earning, and even if you are not good at tricks, you can draw green arrow graffiti in the factory, so it can be said to be a stage with no problems. Gum type. Warringtus Spearware. If you remember the route and clear it quickly, it is easy to get jet rank. This type of character has low stamina, so it is more problematic to be hit by the helicopter's missiles and take a lot of damage. Remember the kazoo spray locations, and heal immediately if your stamina decreases. Even if it takes time to clear, you can easily get jet rank by drawing green arrow graffiti in the factory, or performing tricks to earn points. If you draw graffiti on the helicopter, you'll get 500 points. By destroying it, you will get even more points, making it easier. For a quick clear, it's important to have spray cans. Secure them first, then draw graffiti on the wall. The image shows Stage 5, which is Koganicho, Part 3, Circus in Kogane. In this level, the poison jam are evading, and are irritated by your presence. They are small for their size. The conditions for this stage include a time limit of 800 seconds, and the clear condition is to draw graffiti on the backs of 3 poison jam members. Graffiti options are indicated by red and green arrows, with XL, L, and S sizes. JR. The poison jam enemies appear from the beginning. There will be 3 of them. The graffiti souls are located at positions 19, 47, and 76. After clearing, rivals biz appear on page 100, or if you clear stages 2 and 8, you can access stage 9, Love Attack Operation, on page 66. The rank scores are 29000 PTS tilde for Jet, 28,990 approximately 22,000 PTS for Nitro, 21,990 approximately 18,000 PTS for Turbo, 17,990 approximately 15,000 PTS for Engine, 14,990 approximately 11,000 PTS for Motor, and 10,990 tilde opts for Zenmai. Enemy. Savate. The enemies in this stage are the Poison Jam from the rival team. The Onishima police do not appear. They don't use special attacks, but being hit by them will cause more damage than expected. Even after drawing graffiti and defeating them, they are still dangerous to touch, so be careful. Advice. Me. The entire area is like an underground tunnel. There is a large waterway in the center of the map, so be careful not to fall into it, as it will reduce your health. The bridges over the waterway have plenty of grind points, making them great spots for tricks. This page depicts a map of Area C in Jet Set Radio. The map shows various locations, including Gekigye, the start point, 2 exit points, the locations of graffiti souls, as denoted by their numbers, 19, 47, and 76, spray cans, various graffiti locations, including Gekigye, red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, breakable walls, rivals, Itilokuri. The page also has the following translated text. Itilokuri. The next page shows screenshots from the game Jet Set Radio, featuring characters in the urban setting of Kogane-cho, with a focus on graffiti and tricks. Stage 05, Kogane-cho. Circus in Kogane. This time, the condition for clearing the stage is to draw graffiti on the rival team's backs. The basic gameplay involves chasing after them, and you clear the stage by drawing 10 graffiti per person on all 3 members. Read your opponent's behavior patterns well, sneak behind them, and draw graffiti. Chasing are. Point 1. Chasing are. If you get a chance, mash the button. Poison Jams basically go back and forth around the waterway, and sometimes enter the tunnel. If they enter here, they will meander greatly so you can easily catch up with them. Outside of that, they often stop at point AD. If you take this chance, and mash the L trigger, you can easily defeat them. Watch the opponent's movements and follow them while they stop at the end of the path. Point 2. Easy infinite trick. The stage has efficient trick points. Start grinding from point E on the map, proceed to the bridge, and move to points F, right pointing arrow G, right pointing arrow H with jump and grind. If you fail and fall into the waterway, your stamina will decrease, but if you get used to it, you can continue tricks relatively easily, so try challenging yourself with reference to the pictures. Get Jet. In this stage you can earn a Jet rank with 29,000 points. The graffiti score is 300 points per drawing, so you can earn 9,000 points, with 300 points x, 10 times x 3 people to clear the stage. Therefore, 20,000 points must be earned by other methods. However, you can also get stamina bonuses and other scores, and you can use various tricks to speed up your pursuit of enemies, so you will probably exceed the prescribed 29,000 points unexpectedly easily. If you are worried, get into a state where you can clear the stage with one more drawing, and there will be no problem if you earn points with infinite tricks. Here the corn type and gum type don't have much difference in points due to graffiti. So if you want to earn points, use the corn type. Jumping over the waterway and wall riding are difficult places, but they are worth trying. This page depicts an image of Poison Jam from Jet Set Radio. This Poison Jam story, Idiers. Name, Poison Jam. Gender, male, Idiers. Goal, to make Koganecho 100% dreadful. Parameters, power, high Geniga. Technique, medium. Graffiti, medium. Spray cans, 20. Graffiti command, beat type. He's one of the masked freaks. Later, he's controlled by a mysterious organization, and shows a different face. He's not very skilled, but he's a powerful character. Poison Jam's profile. Honkyochi, Koganecho. Koganecho is a horror maniac team with a half-fishman mask as its trademark. They plan to fill all of Tokyo with horror. However, because they are stupid, they try to kidnap beautiful women, but they turn out to be mannequins, and their appearance makes them comical. Of course, they don't realize it. It is rumored that they can talk to stray animals, such as cats and crows. This page depicts Stage 06, Bentencho. Bentencho Boogie. A town at night, Bentencho. You can't let your guard down just because it's nighttime, so let's fill the streets with life carvings as graffiti. The page then summarizes data about the stage. The time limit is 800 seconds, and the goal is to draw 16 red graffiti tags. The graffiti sizes and scores are shown, as well as the enemy appearances, such as the Kukan and Usukibisha appearing after 4 red graffiti tags are drawn, and the Onishima Police and Kidotai after 11 red graffiti tags are drawn. The graffiti souls are located at 24, 52, and 82. There is information on Rival Cube, plus 101 page, and Stage 7, Graffiti High, plus 58 page, after clearing. Enemy. The enemies on this stage are Kukan, Onishima Police, and Kidotai. The Usukibisha that appears at point E will block the alleyway, so keep that in mind. The Kukan and Onishima Police are the same as in Shibuyacho and are easy to deal with. The troublesome one is Kidotai, who will probably use tear gas again. If they attack, it's safe to escape to the roof. Advice. This stage has the feel of an old drinking district. It's cluttered with similar-looking buildings. Use the symbol of this city, the Benton Tower, a building with a passage inside the upper left of the map, and other distinctive buildings as landmarks to avoid getting lost. This page depicts a map of Area A in Jet Set Radio. Jet Chat. The map shows the routes players can take, graffiti locations, both red and green, locations to get spray cans, graffiti souls, strategy points, the starting point, the exit, breakable walls and rival locations. The Japanese text translates to Tentints, Story, Bentencho Boogie, Sentinti, Red Arrow Graffiti, Senti, Green Arrow Graffiti, Spray Can, Graffiti Soul, E-Exiti, Breakable Walls Enti, Rival, Start, Starting Point. The image shows a strategy guide for the Bentencho stage in Jet Set Radio, with gameplay tips and descriptions of key locations. The page is divided into sections, each focusing on a specific aspect of the stage, such as large graffiti spots, small graffiti locations, and using the L trigger for quick stops. Bentencho 1. When drawing graffiti you often have to go up on the roof, but this place is narrow and easy to fall down, so be careful. You will be using the 2 vents to get onto the roof a lot, so be sure to memorize their locations. The requirements for getting a jet are strict, so Gum, who is good at graffiti, is recommended. Extra large sizes for sure. Collect spray cans on the rail near the starting point, and start drawing with extra large. There are no cops at this stage, so you can earn high scores for sure, without being disturbed by anyone. If you hit a noise tank in the lower part of the map, you will drop 10 spray cans, so don't miss this. Mix. Small sizes are put off. Let's draw large size graffiti at points A and B. Small graffiti is concentrated around the vent at the top of the map, but if you touch it, the cops will come immediately and you won't be able to get spray cans from the noise tank. It's best to leave these graffiti for later. Sudden stop with L trigger. The footing on the roof is narrow, and there are cuts, so you will fall down if you are not used to it. When you jump to the next roof and a graffiti balloon is displayed, don't brake and just press the L trigger. Then, no matter how much momentum you have, you will stop automatically, and the command input screen will appear. Before going down from the roof, be sure to collect this graffiti tool as well. The image shows a page from the Jet Set Radio Perfect Guide. It illustrates strategies and techniques for achieving high scores and ranks in the game. The page features screenshots of gameplay, showcasing various locations and characters. The first location is Bentencho, a vibrant district with tall buildings and graffiti-covered walls. It's a popular spot for grinding and performing aerial tricks. The featured character is Beat, the game's protagonist, performing a daring dive off a building. The second featured location is a construction site, where players can perform wall rides and other tricks. The screenshot shows a character grinding along a wall, preparing to jump to another platform. Bentencho specialties. Benton dive. Draw with a dash jump without losing speed. Durry. Durrington Nulsa Hasmave. Get jet tape wall. If you draw efficiently, according to the strategy for gum-type characters, you can almost always get a jet rank, just by clearing it normally. However, in the case of corn-type characters, even if you clear the graffiti command in about 600 seconds without missing a single one, you will only achieve nitro. You can't make up for the missing points with trick combos. This stage has unlimited trick points, but the difficulty is very high, and the efficiency is poor. The best way to get jet rank is to use a gum-type character. Jun Dunk, corn-type, Dunk. If you use a corn type, you should memorize the infinite tricks. First, start grinding from point C, wall ride on the wall under construction, and then trick to point D counterclockwise. When jumping from point D to point E, the trick is to reduce the momentum to some extent, as shown in the picture. However, if you decelerate too much, you will not be able to reach from point F to point G this time, so it is difficult to adjust this. After that, if you connect from point G to point H with aerial control, the loop will be completed. Warrington Norsa has mail. To Norsa has mail gum type. To. When playing with the gum type, the point to keep in mind is not to miss the commands for graffiti larger than large. If you proceed according to the strategy, you will hardly have to worry about being disturbed by the keytiken. If you make few mistakes, you will probably reach 30,000 PTS before clearing. If you clear the game with more than 400 seconds left, you should be able to exceed the prescribed 44,000 PTS. To shorten the time, collect 12 or more spray cans in advance when drawing graffiti on the roof. The first few paragraphs describe where to find more spray cans. The rest of the page lists tips for players who use corn or gum type characters. This page depicts a map of Bentencho, Stage 07, Area B, Graffiti High-Cho. It's about the high-tech team from Bentencho, Noise Tank. The text encourages the player to expose their shoddy work. The map includes the locations of Red Arrow Graffiti, Green Arrow Graffiti, Kiss Graffiti, Graffiti Souls, Strategy Points, Start Points, Exits, Breakable Walls and Rivals, Grangili. The image shows a map of an area in the game, with locations of graffiti and enemies marked. On the right, there are images of the toxic troopers and a tank. Data. The time limit is 500. The clear condition requires painting 19 red arrow graffiti. For the graffiti sizes, there are 2 XL red graffiti and 1 XL green graffiti. There are 3 L red graffiti. There are 14 S red graffiti. Rank scores are given in order from highest to lowest as Jet, Nitro, Turbo, Engine, Motor, and Zenmai. Toxic troopers and the Onishima police appear when 3 red arrow graffiti are painted. A tank appears when 11 red arrow graffiti are painted. The graffiti souls are located at spots 25, 53, 54, 55, 83, 84 and 85. After clearing the stage, noise reduction in stage 8 will be available. Enemy. Ori. The toxic troopers parachute down, move in groups, and shoot at you with machine guns. Some get caught on power lines and buildings and can't get down. The Onishima police need no introduction, and you should try to paint graffiti on their backs if you have time. If you don't like his voice, turn up the volume on your walkie-talkie. When a tank appears after painting 11 graffiti, the toxic troopers and Onishima police will disappear. Advice. Gorda. The map stretches from east to west. It's divided into 3 areas. The railroad tracks where the train has stopped, the East Plaza with a scaffolding in the center, and the West Downtown area where drunks wander. You can't go directly from the railroad tracks to the West Downtown area, but you can go the other way, so moving between areas takes time. This stage takes time to move between areas. Warrington Norsa. This page depicts a level guide from Jet Set Radio. The main character is Beat Tanji. Stage 07 Bentencho, Part 2. Theory. There are 19 graffiti spots with red arrows in graffiti high, but most of them are small size. If you start by drawing large and extra large graffiti, clearing the stage itself is easy. However, the number of graffiti souls is high, and trying to collect them all while clearing the stage will make it a difficult stage in terms of time. Pick up anything on the side streets later. Point 1. Grind the tracks to earn points. There are graffiti souls on the container in front of the starting point, but the only way to get there is to jump from the roof of the train. If you fail, getting back on the train will take time, so you can go back to the garage and start over. Once you have drawn the green arrow graffiti, grind along the tracks to the eastern square. Point 2. How to get up and around. To draw graffiti in the square, you need to climb the central pole. You can practice with cube on page 101, or you can grind on the truck's cargo bed and jump to the left to climb the electric decorations. If you jump to the right at this time, you can break through the fence and go to the downtown area. Jomtisri. Point 3. Small graffiti can wait. Get on the pole and start by attacking where the noise tank is. You can drop 10 spray cans by hitting him, so it's okay not to bother collecting them on the ground. Once you have drawn the large and extra large graffiti in high places, leave the small graffiti for later and move to the western downtown area. This page depicts gameplay information and tips for the game Jet Set Radio. When you arrive in Bentencho, if you have drawn less than 2 graffiti, there should be a noise tank at point A. They are helpful as they give spray cans. Once you are done drawing here, draw the small graffiti in the back alleys, and the large graffiti at the police station one after another, following the route shown in the diagram. The order in which you draw will affect the difficulty. When you finish drawing the large graffiti, it's time to unleash the small graffiti. Callback alleys. When you draw the 11th graffiti, a JB cop appears. You cannot defeat them, so you have to clear the stage as soon as possible. If you proceed according to this strategy, they should appear when you have filled in all the graffiti in Bentincho, so evacuate to the square, and draw the remaining small graffiti. JB Cop, can you do this? If you get hit, it will be a tough battle, but you should be safe if you grind. Get, JET. In this stage, the percentage of large or larger graffiti is low, so the difference in score, depending on the character type, is not significant. Therefore, if you clear the stage with about 280 seconds remaining, you will naturally be able to get a jet rating. However, there are still enemies. Get Jet. Their attacks are not very intense, and the gum type is definitely more advantageous. If you fail to enter the graffiti command or take too long and it looks like you won't have enough points, try to clear the stage by earning points at the infinite trick spot. Newsat. Corn type. Corn type is all about infinite tricks. In this stage, first, use the method introduced in point 2 to climb the electric decorations using the truck platform, and when you get to the pole, jump to the electric decorations on the left. After that, as you slide down the electric decorations, you will see a sign in front of you to the left, so jump towards this sign and do a wall ride, then immediately connect it to an air trick. If you land on the truck platform, you will have completed the infinite trick. Wayne new sign yogu sign. The downside of the gum type is that they have less stamina and fewer spray cans. However, since this stage is mostly small graffiti, you will hardly run out of spray cans. If you proceed as directed, there is little risk of being attacked by enemies, and there will be no problem with your stamina. As long as you don't try to force the graffiti soul or draw small graffiti without a plan, you should be able to get a jet ranking. The jump to the electric decoration on the left is difficult, because it is hard to grasp the distance. You just have to get used to it. It's not very efficient, so gum is scary. Don't forget to draw the green graffiti at the starting point. You can get 5,000 points just by doing that, so gum is easy. The image shows Stage 8 of Jet Set Radio, Bentincho 3rd District, Deftsiru at night. It also shows noise reduction. Deftsiru. The mission is to find the noise tanks and scrap them. As with Stage 5, the enemies that appear here are only rival team noise tanks. No other jammers appear. Data. The time limit is 800. The condition for clearing is to draw graffiti on the backs of 3 noise tanks. If stages 5 and 9 are also cleared, there will be a change after clearing. Graffiti Soul. 23, 56, 57, 86, 87. After clearing the stage, the rival yo-yo appears, refer to page 102. Also clearing stage 10, Explosion, refer to page 70. Rank. This is the score and rank. 29,000 PTS or higher is Jet, 2,899,022,000 PTS is Nitro, 2,199,018,000 PTS is Turbo, 1,799,015,000 PTS is Engine, 1,499,011,000 PTS is Motor, 109,900 PTS is Zenmai. Advice. This stage features a road that loops like a circuit, and there are plenty of objects such as pedestrian bridges and guardrails that can be used for tricks. Use these objects to scrap the escaping noise tanks. Warranty of Augusquire. The image shows a map of Area C, within noise reduction story, with the start point indicated, Gansek. Red arrow graffiti, Gansek. Gansek. Green arrow graffiti, Gansek. Gansek. Gansek Pansek. Gansek Pansek. Gansek. Ganseka. Ganze Kanzik. Gansek Banset. Gansek. 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 Ganset. Ganset. Gansek. Gansek. Gansek Gansek Banset. Attack point. Destructible walls. Genchalaisi. Kispray. Genchalaise. Start location. Genchalaisi. Rival. Genchalaisi. The image shows a page from a guidebook covering the Bentincho stage in Jet Set Radio, with gameplay tips and strategies. The stage is set in a nighttime urban environment with elevated walkways and neon signs, typical of Tokyo-inspired levels in the game. The characters seen include Beat, recognizable by his orange goggles and headphones, and Gum, known for her pink hair and distinctive outfit. They are shown grinding rails and spraying graffiti. Bentincho. Stage 08, Noise Reduction, Part 3. Noise tank behavior follows a certain pattern, so a waiting strategy is quite effective. Since there are no graffiti souls on this stage, it is recommended to use Korn or Garam, who have stamina and a large number of spray cans. Don't worry about graffiti souls, and collect them in trial mode. Theory cans. Waiting strategy for certain victory. Cans. First, you must adjust your spray cans. Spray cans on this stage only appear on the 2 pedestrian bridges at the top of the map, so you will collect them here. Start by following the route in the diagram and collect the maximum number of stocks. Photo 1. Ignore any noise tanks you pass on the way. Then, wait at point A, photo 2, for about 730 seconds, and a silly noise tank will come waddling up from behind. Spray it immediately to scrap it quickly. Next, move to the lower pedestrian bridge by 695 seconds, and wait for them at point B, photo 3, and point C, photo 4, in quick succession, and they will all be destroyed in 680 seconds. You'll be sure to get the jet rank. With Garam or Korn you can destroy all the noise tanks with one supply. Noise reduction story. Move to the lower. Noise reduction story. Move to the lower. Get jet. Get jet. You can get the jet rank by using the method described above, but here we will introduce a method to scrap noise tanks faster, for those who are aiming for a high score. When the game starts, collect 30 spray cans as quickly as possible, in the same way as above. Then, wait for the noise tank at point D, photo 1. And when the noise tank flies over, chase after it from behind and spray it as in photo 2. This is how you start off. You can do it. Next, move to point E and wait for the second person, but it is important to face away from them as in photo 3. By doing this, it will be easier to spray when they get close. Once you have finished off the second person, quickly move to point F and wait, spraying in bursts while facing away from them in the same way. Photo 4. With this pattern, you can clear the stage in 757 seconds. It is also possible to leave one last burst of spray and earn points for the rest of the time. The image shows the character Noise Tank from the game Jet Set Radio. Noise Tank, home base, Bentincho. Noise Tank is a high-tech team from Bentincho. They operate in the darkness with special glasses. They collect the noise of the city with a tape recorder installed in their bodies. With their knowledge of electrical machinery, they use the electrical facilities in the city to cause panic among the people. Even today, their modulated voices echo ominously in the night of Bentencho. Name: Noise Tank. Gender: male. Base: to be 100% Bentencho. Parameters: spray cans, 50. Graffiti command: beat type: Yenchesho Ye. He's a character with 50 spray cans. Both power and technique are above average. Graffiti is high, but the command is beat type. This page depicts Stage 9 of Jet Set Radio, set in Shibuyacho Tawe. The stage features the Rude Boys gang and is called Rude Boy Attack Strategy. The text states they have cornered the Rude Boys and it's time to show them justice on the third try. The data section shows the time limit for the stage is 600 seconds, and the clear condition is to draw graffiti on the backs of 3 Rude Boys. No graffiti is required for XL or S sizes. The Rude Boys appear from the beginning of the stage, with graffiti souls at locations 12, 14, 42, 44 and 74. Clearing the stage leads to Stage 10, Explosion, page 70, Stage 11, Non-Regulation Flight, page 76, and Stage 12, Vent and Burning, page 82. The rank chart shows different ranks based on score, from Jet at 29,000 points to Zenmai at 0 points. The enemy section explains that the only enemies in this stage are the Rude Boys, and the player doesn't have to deal with the Onishima police chief or annoying cops, so they can fight as much as they want, but to be careful of cars on the road. The advice section says that the stage has many steep slopes, so there are not many places to perform tricks, making it difficult to earn points. The player can only do tricks, grinds and airs, so focus on clearing the stage quickly and defeating the Rude Boys. The image shows a map of Area C in Jet Set Radio. JD, JD, Legend, JD, Red Arrow Graffiti, Green Arrow Graffiti, Kizu Spray, Graffiti Soul, Strategy Points, Start Location, Exit, Breakable Wall, Rival, Translated Text, Story, Love Attack Strategy. This page depicts Stage 09 of Jet Set Radio in Shibuyacho, also known as Shibuya. The strategy for this level involves tagging the backs of the Love Shockers 10 times each to clear the stage. They don't move unless you get close. After they start moving, they loop from point A to B to C and back to A, so you can wait for them at each spot to tag them relatively easily. At the starting point, the love shockers are waiting. After picking up spray cans near the starting point, chase after the love shockers and collect more spray cans along the guardrail. On this stage, using corn or garum, who can hold 30 spray cans at once, is recommended. As explained earlier, the love shockers basically don't move unless you get close. They run away when you get close, so chase after them and grind along with them while tagging. Or get ahead to the point where they stop and tag them as they approach. The jet rank standard for this stage is 29,000 points. If you can clear it within 450 seconds with a full stamina meter, you can definitely get a jet rank. By continuously spraying graffiti while referring to the strategy guide, you should be able to get it easily. If you want to earn points with tricks rather than aiming for a time bonus, connect the guardrails from point D to point E with grinds to perform trick combos and earn points repeatedly. On this stage, you can still aim for a jet rank even if you go to get graffiti souls along the way. Warranted. Here is an easy place to earn points in this area by turning and going back and forth. If you proceed while including the turn bonus, you can earn 4,000 points or more. Focus on taking out one love shocker at a time and defeat them with quick attacks. This page depicts the Love Shockers team from Jet Set Radio. The artwork features a character from the Love Shockers team, characterized by their unique style. She has spiky red hair, wears an eye patch, a black crop top with a heart design, red shorts, and white rollerblades with a red lightning bolt design. She also sports a red and black striped scarf. The page includes a team profile with their name, Love Shockers, and indicates they are a female team. Their goal is to make Shibuyacho a place of 100 loves. The profile also includes parameter bars for power, technique, and graffiti, as well as the number of spray cans they carry, which is 30. Their graffiti command is cone type. Warrington Nails, Love Shockers profile. They are an Amazons team that targets Shibuyacho. From the pain of lost love, they have fallen into madness, denying everything that has the name of love, and bringing despair to those involved. There are rumors that they were pulling the strings behind the Abeku kidnapping incident in Shibuyacho. No one knows what they will do if they get angry. The image shows Stage 10, Shibuyacho, Part 4, an explosion. The storyline explains that a mysterious organization is on the move in Shibuyacho and is even using bombs. They are asked if they have enough brains to understand that this is their turf. Data. The time limit is 999. The conditions for clearing require drawing 23 red arrow graffiti. The number of graffiti. XL is 12, L is 8, and S is 3. Enemy appearance conditions. From the beginning appear golden Sai thugs and bombs. After drawing 10 red arrow graffiti, Bakudan thugs appear, as well as Killer 1 Bakudan boss, and dark helicopters. After graffiti soul, rival sugar, right pointing arrow page 103, combined with stages 11 and 12. Stage 13, behind the mask, right pointing arrow, page 88. Rankings are shown depending on the score achieved in the game, with the ranks in ascending order of Zenmai, Motor, Engine, Turbo, Nitro, and Jet. Enemy. The Golden Sai thugs attack with machine guns when close, but if you dash, you won't notice them. The bombs placed in various locations require special attention. Getting caught in the blast will cause a lot of damage, so be sure not to get too close. The enemies that appear in the second half are basically the same as the Kikens, but they may suddenly jump and self-destruct, so stay as far away as possible. Advice. This stage has a large area, and although the time limit is long, there are many graffiti. Therefore, if you make a mistake in the route, you will end up with unexpected time loss. It would be a good idea to make effective use of Area D, which connects all areas, and to move around efficiently. The image shows a map of the area Zentai in the game Jet Set Radio. The map is divided into areas A, B, and D, and indicates the locations of exits, the start point, breakable walls, rivals, graffiti, and other points of interest. The translated text is as follows. Zentai U, Ziyuri, Zentai, U, Story, Explosion, UT, Red Arrow Graffiti, Rayuri, Arrow Graffiti, UT, Kiss Spray, UT, Soul, UT. Strategy Points, UT, Start Points, Exits, UT, Breakable Wall, Rival. This page depicts a map of the Shibuyacho area in Jet Set Radio. It also features information about explosive traps in the area. Stage 10, Shibuya-cho, explosion. This stage connects all areas of Shibuya-cho with Area D. Refer to the points in each area and draw graffiti effectively. Super destructive power. Caution. Bombs. BMP. Bombs are set up everywhere in each area, and they explode after a warning sound. Beep beep is heard when you get close to them. If you get caught in this blast, you will take a lot of damage, so if you hear the sound, accelerate and get away. Be careful near graffiti points. If the radio volume is too high, you will not be able to hear the warning sound. This page depicts a map of Area B, showing the routes to Area C, Area A, and Area D. It indicates the locations of graffiti spots, exits, and the start point, along with the location of the roads below. Cheshuete. Before the bomb squad arrives. Jakei. If you aim for a complete clear, it's a good idea to paint graffiti spots, larger than large size, in each area before the bomb squad arrives. It is recommended to go around the areas in the order of Area B, right pointing arrow Area A, right pointing arrow Area C. Of these, the graffiti at point A in Area A can be painted without being disturbed by enemies, so let's put it off until later. If you paint graffiti in this order, the bomb squad will arrive just after you finish painting the graffiti in Area C. Then, while avoiding attacks, complete the remaining graffiti. When the bomb squad comes, the bombs set in each area will disappear, so you can paint graffiti with peace of mind. The image also shows the character Beat painting graffiti. Point 2. After completing all of the Buster Terminal graffiti, you can move on to the remaining large-size graffiti. This page depicts a map of an area in the game Jet Set Radio, marked as Area C, showing streets, buildings, and locations of interest. The objective is to silence the Big Bombing Boss, Bakuden Daigensui. The Big Bombing Boss, also known as Killer 1, Big Bombing Boss, attacks with Molotov cocktails, and is a troublesome opponent. However, he has a green arrow on his back, indicating that he can be silenced by drawing graffiti on him. In Area C, he often acts with the bombing gang members, so he might not be particularly noticeable, but in Areas A and B he acts alone and can be a nuisance. In Area A, approach from point B via grind and air, to draw graffiti like in the picture. In Area B, he is waiting on a slide, so escape to point C, and then jump and draw graffiti on him from behind. 8. The page shows gameplay screenshots of the Big Bombing Boss, and tips on how to defeat him, like avoiding collision with the boss by moving to the left and using jump attacks. This page depicts the characters from the Jet Set Radio game, and the game's setting. The page describes strategies for the JET stage, a challenging level where graffiti placement is crucial for achieving a jet rank. It recommends prioritizing large graffiti, especially for characters with low stamina and few spray cans. Like Gum, it advises to avoid overspraying and focus on dealing with the bomber gang. Corn characters can quickly apply large graffiti, even when pursued by the bomber gang. The strategy involves quickly covering graffiti points in the area, and then moving from Area D to Area A, tagging the bus to draw out the bomber gang, and quickly tagging before they catch up. Then, move from Area D to Area B, collecting at least 16 spray cans in Area A, and continuing to tag while avoiding pedestrian bridges. You can earn points by performing endless tricks. Gum characters can steadily apply graffiti to earn a jet rank, and to prioritize large graffiti. After the bomber gang appears in Area C, complete the remaining graffiti points in that area, then clear Area A and Area B via Area D. Finally, tag the extra large graffiti near the starting point, collecting the large kiss spray can to complete the level safely. This may take time, but is a reliable strategy. Get JA. This stage is difficult to clear before acquiring jet rank, and the order in which you draw graffiti becomes even more important. In particular, characters with low stamina like Gum, and a small number of spray cans, it is safer not to overdraw. Consider how to deal with the bomber gang, and as introduced here, it is best to draw graffiti of large size or larger first. Even if you draw all the graffiti, it is impossible to obtain a jet rank with the corn type. Try to earn points by doing unlimited tricks in Area A and Area B. Corn type. Corn types have short graffiti commands, so even if the bomber gang finds you, you can draw large sizes sufficiently. On this stage, quickly draw the graffiti, and earn points by deciding on a trick combo to your heart's content for the rest of the time. Immediately after starting, head to Area C from the half-pipe, and paint all the graffiti points in this area. Then, the bomber gang will appear, so head from Area D to Area A. If you try to draw graffiti on the bus, the bomber gang will chase after you, so draw it quickly. After that, head from Area D to Area B this time. At this time, it is best to collect 16 or more spray cans in Area A. After that, it is okay to draw graffiti along the road. However, since you won't have enough points if you leave it as it is, leave one small graffiti on the pedestrian bridge, and earn as many points as you can with unlimited tricks. Cars don't pass by very often, so if you continue doing tricks, so that you cross the pedestrian bridge, you can easily earn points. Gum type. If a gum type character takes the time to draw graffiti steadily, they can get a jet rank, just by doing that. Refer to the main text and choose a method that prioritizes drawing graffiti of large size or larger. If the bomber gang appears in Area C, complete the remaining graffiti points in that area as they are, then clear Area A and Area B via Area D. Finally, draw the extra large graffiti near the starting point and take the kiss spray, large, before clearing. It takes a little time, but it's a safe and secure way. There are no particular difficult points, but it is a little troublesome. If you also draw the green arrows, you will be able to obtain the jet rank more reliably. Deng. This page depicts Stage 11, Kogenicho 4. The setting is non-flying vs flying. The organization's mysterious members have come to Kogenicho. The cops seem too scared to get involved, so we'll have to stop them with our graffiti. Data vs flying. The time limit is 999 seconds. The objective is to paint 24 red arrow graffiti. There are 2 XL red arrow graffiti, 5L red arrow graffiti, and 17S red arrow graffiti. There are 4 XL green arrow graffiti, 11L green arrow graffiti, and 44S green arrow graffiti. Rank. The rank is determined by score, with 62,000 plus points earning a jet rank, 6,199,055,000 points earning nitro, 5,499,052,000 earning turbo, 5,199,048,000 earning engine, 4,799,045,000 earning motor, and 449,900 points earning Zenmai. Enemy appearance conditions are as follows. From the beginning there are golden Psi fighters, including machine guns, sniper fighters, and when 8 red arrow graffiti are drawn, rocket fighters and Killer 2 rocket strategist will appear. Graffiti souls are located at coordinates 49 and 81. After clearing the stage, you can find Rival Soda on page 104. Clearing stages 10 and 12 unlocks stage 13, Behind the Mask, on page 88. Enemy. This stage introduces 3 new enemy types. Sniper fighters hide on rooftops and other high places, sniping from afar. If you get too close, they'll run away and won't come back, so chase them away when you see them. Killer 2 rocket strategist and rocket fighters appear later, flying around and firing machine guns. They're tough enemies, so control when they appear to deal with them effectively. In addition to these, golden Psi fighters and golden Psi fighters with machine guns will appear. Advice. The areas of Kogenicho and Hope Hill that have appeared so far are connected, creating a vast map. If you don't understand the connections between the areas, that is, how to move between them, it will take a long time to complete the stage. The image shows a map of the Zenti area in the game Jet Set Radio. .et. The map shows Area A, Area C, and Area B, the Kogan factory, the starting point, and the exit. It also depicts red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, kiss sprays, graffiti souls, attack points, destructible walls, and rival locations. This page contains translated text as follows. Warranty, Jori, Zenti. This is a map of the Zenti area. Jori. Red arrow graffiti. These are graffiti locations marked with red arrows. Green arrow graffiti. This shows the locations of graffiti marked with green arrows. Kiss spray. Spray can pick up locations. Graffiti soul. Here are the locations of the graffiti souls. Attack point. Locations of attack points on the map. Start. Starting location. Exit. Exit location. Destructible wall. There are walls here that can be destroyed. Rival. These mark the locations of rivals on the map. Kogan factory. This page shows the stage map for Kogenicho Stage 11 in Jet Set Radio. The map is a sprawling area, including residential districts, factory ruins, underground waterways, and a hilly area. The map indicates entrances to Area A and Area B, and the layout of the streets and waterways. It shows item locations and possible paths. The page also highlights a dangerous enemy, the rocket trooper. The text translates as follows. Stage 11, Koganicho, Part 4. Non-flying vs flying. Koganicho's final stage incorporates residential areas, factory ruins, and underground waterways that have appeared so far, as well as the addition of Nozomi Hill. It's quite extensive, so try not to get lost. Keniei. Area C. Horror! Rocket combatants. Keniei. Rocket combatants appearing on this stage will shoot machine guns while flying around with rockets on their backs, interfering with your work. With such an opponent overhead, you won't have the leeway to complete extra-large graffiti, so think about the order in which you paint your graffiti. If you paint graffiti on the rocket squadron, you can defeat them. This page depicts a map of Area B of the Kogane area, Turkey. It begins with an area connected to Area A, leading down through a series of alleyways to Area C. To the right of this series of alleys is an interior layout of the Kogane factory, and below that is the Kogane factory ruins, which also leads to Area C. Here's what you need to do first. Approach it. The text below reads, Ket soldiers appear when you finish drawing 8 required graffiti. Therefore you should draw as much large graffiti as possible before that. After the game starts, head to the underground waterway where the only extra large red arrow graffiti in this stage is located. The screenshot shows the character diving straight and taking the graffiti sole, adjust it slightly to the left. This page depicts a map of Area A from Jet Set Radio, highlighting the route from the starting point to the exit and the path through Area C. It also shows locations of graffiti spots and health pickups, and advises the player to deliberately fall into the water to avoid enemies and quickly reach graffiti points. Translation of Japanese text. Area A, exit, non-flight flight story, to Area C, underground waterway, right pointing arrow, factory site, right pointing arrow, Hope Hill right pointing arrow. Residential area, Korodeti. When you arrive at the underground waterway, deliberately fall into the water. This will reduce your stamina slightly, but you can land from point A and go to the graffiti point without being noticed by enemies. First, paint the extra large graffiti here, and then take care of the other graffiti in the underground waterway. You could also go paint the larger graffiti in other areas, but considering the travel time, this is better. After that, earn points with endless tricks. Page 49. If rocket soldiers appear, you will not be able to move freely, so earn points before that. After earning enough points, proceed to the factory site right pointing arrow Hope Hill, right pointing arrow residential area, and the movement efficiency will be better in terms of the map. Point 10, 80 points. The true position becomes a target, and rocket soldiers will appear. If you place it in the factory ruins, you will have 8. This page shows gameplay from Jet Set Radio. The page features Beat, leader of the GGs, and Combo, member of the GGs, in the game's world. Get Jet. The target score to achieve a Jet ranking in this stage is 62,000 points. This is the final level of Koganecho, with about twice the score requirement of previous stages. At first glance, the quota seems daunting, but there are a lot of graffiti spots because the stage is large, and the time limit is long, so you can earn plenty of points by doing tricks, so it is not that difficult. Rather, the problem is the rocket soldiers. Setting when they appear and how to evade their attacks will be the key to success. Corn type. Since you can't get over 60,000 points with just red arrow graffiti, you'll want to earn points by drawing green arrow graffiti and performing tricks. There are many places to perform tricks, but it is recommended to try to collect all the remaining graffiti in one place, like usual, as this is a safe zone, inside the factory. However, be careful as there is a risk of being shot near the entrance of the factory. If you are doing this in other places, it would be good to do it after drawing extra large graffiti in the underground waterway, as introduced in the text, and before the rocket soldiers appear. Feel free to earn as much as you like, but be mindful of the remaining time. The green arrow graffiti spots don't give you many points, so you should only draw small graffiti that doesn't take time. Gum type. Since there are many graffiti spots, you can get a Jet ranking without any problems if you draw a few red and green arrow graffiti. The problem is that rocket soldiers' attacks are harsh, because you have little health. Therefore, try to draw large graffiti as much as possible before the rocket soldiers appear. In particular, prioritize drawing large green arrow graffiti that are not related to the appearance conditions of enemies. Also, be sure to check the location of the kiss spray cans, and try to recover immediately if you are attacked. If you still don't think you'll reach the jet ranking, it's a sure thing to repeat tricks in the factory to earn points. Since green arrow graffiti is not related to appearance conditions, prioritize drawing it before rocket soldiers appear. This page depicts Stage 12, Bentencho, Benton Burning. A mysterious organization is rampaging in Bentencho. It seems to be a violent organization that even the police are afraid of. Let's overwhelm them with our graffiti. The time limit is 999. The stage is cleared by drawing 19 red arrow graffiti. There is graffiti XL with 4 red arrows and 2 green arrows, L with 4 red arrows and 2 green arrows, and S with 11 red arrows and 4 green arrows. Enemies that appear at the beginning include gold Psy fighters, including machine guns, and Kairiki fighters. After drawing 10 red arrow graffiti, firefighters and assassin. Number 3 fire generals appear. Graffiti souls can be found in areas 26 and 27. After clearing, stages 10 and 11 can be unlocked, and stage 13, behind the mask, can be unlocked too. Enemy. The mysterious organization, the Hexagon Group, is the enemy this time. Gold Psy fighters also appear in other stages. They are just weak characters. Like Kikan, they act in groups and jump around. However, be careful of gold Psy fighters with machine guns, as they will shoot from a distance. The burly Kairiki fighters attack with superhuman power, but they won't notice you unless you cut in front of them. The most troublesome are the firefighters and generals, as their flamethrowers are a considerable threat. Advice. The battle against the mysterious organization takes place in all 3 areas of Bentencho. The area is large, so you won't be able to proceed efficiently unless you understand the connections between each area. Also, you can enter the subway from this stage. There are graffiti souls here, so don't miss them. Warrior 80. Scores range from 0 to 50,000 PTS, and the ranking is Zenmai, Motor, Engine, Turbo, Nitro and Jet. This page depicts a map of the area called Zentengai. Jintenuse. The map includes points of interest, such as red arrow graffiti, Jintenuse, green arrow graffiti, Kiz spray, Jens spray, strategy points, the start location, exits, breakable walls, rivals. The English translation of the Japanese text includes red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, strategy points, Kiz spray, strategy soul, strategy points, strategy points, exits, breakable wall, strategy, rival, Zentengai area, Bentenyama factory story, area C, area A. This page depicts a map of the Bentencho stage in Jet Set Radio, with locations marked for graffiti tags, exits, and items. The player starts in an underground tunnel and must navigate through the city streets, avoiding enemies and finding spray cans. The map indicates areas A, B, and C. The lower portion of the page shows a series of screenshots from the game, illustrating how to grind on rails, evade enemies, and find graffiti spots. Bentencho, Stage 12, Benton Burning. On this stage, the enemies attack fiercely, and it will be quite difficult unless you have a character with a lot of stamina. Since there are a limited number of spray cans, we recommend you have a lot of gums and corn. As soon as the stage starts, grind on the left-hand guardrail, all the way to the back, to collect spray cans. If the golden cybercops chase you, evacuate to point A, as shown in photos 14, to draw graffiti in the back, without being disturbed. At this time, approach from the side, so that the residing high-strength combatants do not notice you. Once that is done, grind along the guardrail again to collect as many spray cans as possible, and head towards the eastern plaza. The position of the red arrow in this plaza is almost the same as in Stage 7 Graffiti High, page 58, so you should be able to clear it quickly. After that, cross the railroad tracks and move to the Bentencho area A, Point Plaza. Go to the overpass to take temporary refuge. Avoid the enemies hiding in the depths, and focus on attacking the openings. Once you have run to the central overpass, the enemy will lose sight of you. Take advantage of that gap. This page depicts a map of an area in Jet Set Radio, specifically Area A. The map illustrates a route for completing graffiti tags, beginning at point B, proceeding clockwise around the rooftops. Special attention is given to point C, indicating an easier method to tag graffiti without ascending the Benton Tower. It cautions players to be careful of slipping off the roofs while tagging small graffiti, and advises using command cancels to avoid being set on fire by Fire General and Fire Soldier when they appear. Large graffiti should be completed quickly. Once the player collects the spray can at point D, they should head to Area C if they have at least 17 spray cans. If not, they should collect more at Benton Tower, and then head towards the underground passage to make the air decision. The page includes screenshots from the game showing the character tagging graffiti. Strong enemy, fire general and combatant. Supplement spray cans at point B, photo 1. And it's more efficient to draw graffiti on the roof clockwise like the route on the map on the right. For graffiti at point C, you can draw it without going all the way up to Benton Tower, as shown in photo 2. Be careful not to slip off the roof while drawing these small graffiti. When Fire General and Fire Soldier appear, use a command cancel as shown in photo 3 to avoid being set on fire, and quickly complete the large graffiti. At the point when you collect the spray can at point D, photo 4, if you have 17 or more in stock, head straight for Area C. If not, collect them at Benton Tower, and head for the underground passage to make your air decision. In order to finish drawing graffiti in the next Area C, you need 17 spray cans. This page shows a map of Area C. In the underground train station, the golden sigh is aiming for you. Here is the text translated. Story: Benton burning. Area C is where e-spot graffiti is difficult. Even if you use command cancel to draw quickly, you will often be attacked by fire soldiers. As in photos 1 and 2, after finishing the graffiti at point F, lure the fire soldiers as much as possible, and escape by grinding, quickly moving to the central alley. This will buy you some time. Be careful when drawing large graffiti at point G. If you draw straight ahead, you will be sniped with a machine gun, and drop to the pedestrian bridge below. To prevent this, do what you see in picture 3, and evade the bullets against the wall. Then leave one small graffiti from picture 4, and earn the points necessary for the jet rank with infinite tricks. The image shows a guide for how to obtain jet ranks on the stage Get Jet in Jet Set Radio. The page features 2 of the starting characters, Corn and Gum, and how to better use them in this specific level. Luke Get Jet, Solkuske. To get a jet rank on this stage you need a score of 50,000 PTS or higher. Characters of the Gum type are difficult to keep alive, but you don't need to earn a lot of points. You can get a jet rank simply by clearing the stage with 500 seconds remaining. Corn type characters on the other hand are easier to clear, but you have to earn tricks to reach jet rank. You can leave only one small graffiti mark and earn the rest of the points with trick combos. If you're playing either type, you should ignore the green arrow graffiti. Corn type. There is also a way to draw green arrow graffiti to make up for insufficient points. But in this stage, you can do infinite tricks, page 116. So it is much more efficient to use this method. If you are a corn type character, you should proceed without making any mistakes in the procedure described here. If you go on the rampage for about 700 seconds, you should be able to enter rampage mode. When the fire soldiers appear, the cars will no longer pass through Area C at all, so it's helpful to aim for higher scores with jet tech. However, the fire soldiers sometimes burn the edge of the guardrail near point H, so it's a good idea to grind the median strip at this time. The number of spray cans is also an advantage. You can paint over Area C in one go, so you can spend more time earning money. Dori. Gum type. Dori. Gum type characters can earn jet rank just by clearing the game, so let's focus on maintaining their stamina first. However, it's a bit disadvantageous if you're aiming for a higher score than that. This type of character can only hold 15 spray cans, so you can't paint all the graffiti in Area C at once. Therefore, you have to go back and forth between Areas B and C to replenish your spray cans, which means you'll be running around more than other characters, which means you'll have less time to spend in earning mode. Even so, it would be more efficient to earn money with infinite tricks than to draw green arrow graffiti. If you are too aware of speed clearing with the gum type, you may not be able to maintain your stamina. Remember the location of the kiss spray. This page depicts Stage 13, Bentencho, Scene 5, Behind the Mask. The setting is Bentencho, where the player encounters No Mask's Poison Jam who seem to be brainwashed. The page features gameplay information, including a time limit of 800. The objective of drawing graffiti on the backs of 3 Poison Jam members to clear the stage, and no graffiti souls. Clearing the stage leads to Stage 14, Last Groove, page 92. The enemy encountered is only the rival team's Poison Jam, with no appearance from the Rokaku group or the police. The rank is determined by the score, with ranks ranging from Zenmai to Jet Enemy. The enemies that appear are only Poison Jam from the rival team. Neither the Roku group nor the police appear. 10 ADVICE. Bentencho Area A is the stage again. Although the area is narrow, it will be a 3-dimensional chase. The movements of the Poison Jam, who have become henchmen of the Roku group, are unexpectedly light despite their size, so observing them carefully may reveal unexpected routes. The image shows a map of Area A. Area A. Story. Behind the mask. Key. Red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, scratch spray, graffiti soul, attack points, start location, exit, breakable walls, rivals, Gasticker. This page depicts the Stage 13 Bentencho, Scenario 5, Behind the Mask. The stage takes place in an urban Japanese setting, with buildings, streets, and rooftops, and the characters navigating the environment with their inline skates and spray cans. The gameplay involves tagging areas with graffiti, while evading or battling the Poison Jam Gang. The strategy involves collecting spray cans, ambushing the Poison Jam members, and using quick maneuvers to achieve a jet ranking. The number of spray cans placed in the area is 30. Korn and Garam, who can hold all the Poison Jam members at once, are absolutely recommended. Each of the 3 Poison Jam members has a set route, so you can use ambush tactics just like in the noise tank battle. E-barrier. E-barrier. Hagger Poison Jam. Hunt them down. E-barrier. The first thing to do after the start is to collect spray cans. If you go up Benton Tower via points A and B, as shown in the map on the left, you will have max spray cans, and be ready to fight Poison Jam. One of the 3 likes high places, so let's target him first. If you dive from Benton Tower, wait at point C, until 762 seconds. When the target appears, press the L trigger repeatedly, as shown in Photo 1 to defeat him. Then, after ambushing the second one at point F with reference to Photos 2 and 3, wait for the last one at point D, Photo 4, until 700 seconds. If you repeatedly shoot him as he comes down from the utility pole, you'll be done with it easily. With this, you are guaranteed a jet rank. Jet. For those impatient people who want to get into earning mode faster, and want to clear the game as quickly as possible, let's introduce some patterns for clearing the game as quickly as possible. The method of defeating the first person is the same as above, so please refer to that. However, in order to quickly move to the next target stopping point, it is necessary to defeat the target with your back facing the target as shown in Photo 1. If you don't miss the timing, the second Poison Jam member will pass over the lower roof immediately after you defeat the first one. So chase after him without a break and finish him off at point E. If possible, spray 23 shots when descending from the roof to make it easier to defeat him. Photo 2. After that, if you wait for the third person at point F and defeat him with a volley, you can clear the game with about 743 seconds left. However, since the amount of time you are standing still is quite short, if you can't defeat him, follow up with a dash jump plus spray. Of course, you can also leave it as it is, and earn points with tricks. The image shows a page from the Jet Set Radio Perfect Guide featuring a commercial for the game. The page shows various scenes from the game, including characters grinding on rails and performing tricks. Emu. The first scene shows Combo throwing a microphone. Another shows Garam, wearing sunglasses and hoodie. Another scene shows Combo and Beat running down an alleyway. Another scene shows Beat on fire. The final scenes show characters grinding on rails and skateboarding on rooftops. Jet Set Radio commercial. Jet Set Radio Bangayan. Since it's outside of broadcasting hours, it's a commercial, so I'll introduce some rare scenes that you don't usually see. Don't just focus on the main game, take a look at this every now and then to give your tired thumbs a rest from all that turning. Kumen. Orji. Suffering you. Dalga. What's wrong? Are you having a stomachache? Be careful, it looks like it's going to overflow. Goggles shining in the back alley. Shuko. Pico Pico. Gufufufu fufufu. Kya. Hidden character discovered. Gali. Gallis. Gali. The hint is the position in the picture. Can you figure out where it is? Gallis. Beat burning. Gallis. Gallis. Gali. This guy is amazing. I wonder if he put in a secret command. Haha. Search for a secret hideout. This is the Japanese spirit of fire and water. This page depicts the Stage 14, Nazo Number Sekai from Jet Set Radio. The story is about having finally arrived here, and with a DJ performance that brings out my rage, I'll turn all of Tokyo into a place of melo melo and suki suki. This is Coco Dancing.chol. The data shows a time limit of 600, and the clear condition is to draw 5 red arrow graffiti. The graffiti soul appears when you draw 4 red arrow graffiti, and after a hex gouge. Reno. The rank is as follows. Rano XL. 4 red arrows, 0 green arrows, jet rank. L. 0 red arrows, 0 green arrows, nitro rank. Kie. Foreno. Saxie Fora S. 1 red arrows, 0 green arrows, turbo rank. Kie. Foreno. After clearing, the ranking will change to engine, motor and zenmai. Kie. The enemy section details the gold Psi on this stage, explaining that when a player character approaches an extra large graffiti point, the Psi will breathe fire. This attack deals significant damage, so if you have a character with low stamina, cancel the graffiti command and retreat to the corner of the screen. The advice section notes that this stage is quite different from previous ones, lacking the trick-based gameplay. It suggests playing as if it's a regular action game. Since there are no ranks after clearing, it advises focusing on clearing the stage. The image shows a map of an area in the game Jet Set Radio. The map features a central, circular start area, marked with the word START. Radiating outwards from this central area are 4 paths, each leading to a hexagon-shaped area. Some paths include obstacles, represented by small, grey, geometric shapes. The map also features icons, representing different elements, such as graffiti points, spray cans, graffiti souls, and attack points. Red arrow graffiti marks some of the routes. Zentai. Jakarits. Red arrow graffiti. Jakarits. Green arrow graffiti souls. Shakarits. Graffiti soul. Jakarits. Attack point and noguts. The start. Start location. Exit. Exit. Breakable wall. Rival war. Lost groove. Story. This page depicts the stage Nazo number Sekai, Mystery World, also known as Last Groove. The stage is different from the realistic streetscape seen so far, and is set on a giant turntable. The procedure is to first go to the 4 corners of the stage, and draw extra large graffiti. Then, the DJ booth in the center will be destroyed, and you can clear the stage by drawing graffiti in the hexagonal gouge inside. First, collect the spray can in the center, and go to draw the red arrow graffiti at the 4 corners. To do this, you must pass through points A to D. A and C points can be crossed by grinding as they are. On the other hand, for points B and D, get on the footing that is rotating in the back direction, and cross over with a dash jump. When you go to the graffiti point, a golden Psi will appear in the sky, and after a while it will breathe fire. If you want to go safely, it will be better to move to the corner as in photo 3, and avoid the fire before drawing. However, if you are a character with a lot of stamina, you can ignore one hit and finish drawing during the invincible time. You don't need to earn points, so cancel the input command and just draw with a simple command. When you finish drawing the 4 graffiti, the booth in the center of the stage will be destroyed. If this happens, use the remains and enter the inside by grinding. By the way, each time you finish drawing graffiti, the rotation of the record in the center will speed up, so be careful not to be shaken off. This page depicts a chapter image featuring the silhouettes of Combo and Poison Jam. Both are wearing rollerblades. Combo has a skull on his chest and wrist, while Poison Jam has 2 skulls on her hips. Nendokus. Rival Showdown. This page depicts a walkthrough for the Mission Clear type game, Jet Set Radio. The first mission is to dash and jump on top of the car. Proceed as shown in the picture, and just jump on top of the car. It's also okay to grind on the guardrail along the way. When getting on the car, be careful not to jump over it, and stop after applying the brakes once. If you stray too far, it will be game over, so be careful. The second mission is easy to clear by grinding. Decide on the grind by jumping on the guardrail in front of you. If you dash by pressing the R trigger before riding, the speed of the grind will increase. After getting on the guardrail, clear it by setting the analog direction key to neutral. The third mission is to draw graffiti on the car. After that, draw graffiti at 4 graffiti points on the parked car. In the scene where you draw graffiti while grinding, as in the third picture, you can easily draw it by pressing the L trigger repeatedly. This page depicts missions in the Jet Set Radio game, featuring the character Korn. The page describes 3 different missions. Mission Clear type. Korn. Condition for appearance. Immediately after starting the game. Jai. Drawing large-size graffiti. Jai. This mission is practice for drawing large-size graffiti. If you fall from the roof you will fail, so carefully jump to the graffiti point. Confirm the speech bubble, press the L trigger, and enter the command with the analog direction key to clear it. Aye. Get a spray can by catching a car. Take a spray can on the hill, and paint graffiti at the location in picture 3 at the bottom of the hill. If you are not good at catching cars, You can climb the hill on your own, or jump on the car. Be careful not to stray from the road, or the game will be over. Ride on the roof with a trick combo. Warrington or decide on a trick combo, and ride on the roof of the bus stop. It may seem difficult at first glance, but if you dash and ride on the first guardrail, then just put the analog direction key in neutral, and jump at each point. It's easier to clear, if you don't correct the trajectory of the jump too much. Even if your speed drops, you don't need to worry. This page depicts gameplay elements: rival showdown, combo, mission clear type. The requirements for appearance are clearing stage 1, Shibuya Cho GG. Let's decide combos with grind. Grind on the front guardrail, then air to the 2 guardrails in the picture. When jumping for air, try to jump as far as possible, and check and fine-tune the direction of the guardrail in the air. Let's master halfpipe. Practice drawing graffiti points in the halfpipe. If you approach and jump at a position where you can take one or none of the last cans, you will feel just right, and air will come out. Even if you fail in the air, you can clear it by drawing graffiti on all points. Let's decide 3 consecutive jumps. Jump over the bus stop roof, and go to the station. If you fall to the ground on the way, you will fail. If you accelerate with dash and continue as it is, you should be able to clear it without difficulty. If you are not good at accelerating, stop once on each roof and straighten your posture. The image shows a page featuring garam data, mission clear type, garam data, conditions for appearance. After clearing stage, Koganecho's monster, first wall ride. The first mission is to wall ride and jump across the moat. Jump at an acute angle towards the left concrete wall, and jump again the moment you slide against the wall. The point is to put the analog direction key in neutral during the second jump. Take it easy. Garam, grind using fences and jump to the roofs of private houses. Jumping onto fences to start grinding is a bit difficult, but once you start grinding, all you have to do is press the jump button at the end. It's a very simple mission. Or, underground aqueduct, let's jump. Repeat grinding and jumping. The difficulty lies in controlling the jump and landing on the rail. While grinding, keep the analog direction key pressed in the direction you want to jump, and after jumping, it is better to return to neutral and make fine adjustments, which will allow you to jump well. This page depicts Beat's rival showdown mission in Jet Set Radio, D-Arta. We see a character wearing a green jacket with a grey collar and headphones. D-Arta. Mission clear type, Biz, conditions for appearance, clear stage 6, Circus Inkagane. You don't have to decide to be cool. Half-pipe-shaped places are fine if you draw 3 graffiti. You don't have to fall to the ground. You should be able to clear it without any problems if you take your time. Don't try to draw in the air, just go up the steps and take your time. Mission 1. First, get this spray can, Jontbola. Mission 2. Jump around this area of the pipe, Jontola. Mission 3. This can cause a regular jump. Aren't you going to get electrocuted? Crane and power line grind. It's easier than Biss's example, and it should make it easier to jump to the next power line. Other than this point, it's simple, and there are no problems. Mission 1. Jump around this area of the crane. Mission 2. Method backflip. Mission 3. It's easy to jump and ride on the power lines. I can't see you. Grind on the power lines from the root of the roof and slide down to the bottom. It looks easy, but the first grind is quite difficult due to perspective. It is recommended to go backwards once and then dash and air, as this will change the viewpoint and make it easier to see. Mission 1. Head up to here. Mission 2. First, face backwards here. Mission 3. Accelerate and jump. If you become an air. This page shows a guide to the game Jet Set Radio for the Sega Dreamcast. There is a character shown at the top of the page, who is female, and is wearing a grey t-shirt with tribal markings on the sleeves and around the waist. Mission clear type, Cube E conditions. Clear stage 6, Benton Cho Boogie. The key is the direction of the jump, land. This is an easy task, just jump twice from the bridge's handrail to the roof of the train. It is okay if you do not accelerate in particular. After that, if you jump diagonally forward from the position in the center of the photo, you will land on the train's roof. Don't switch viewpoints. Next is the dive from Benton Tower. This is an easy task for those who have cleared Benton Cho Boogie. However, in Benton Cho Boogie, the viewpoint switches at the end of the rail. But that is not the case in this task. If you intend to switch, the jump will be delayed, so be careful. Kilile. Stop once at the footing. Kilile. Cube's demo involves grinding on the neon lights non-stop. But don't imitate that. It's okay to stop at the footing, so it won't be a mistake, so take your time and stop here once to be sure. How to get on the scaffolding will be important later, so master it. The image shows a page about Yo-Yo from Jet Set Radio. Yo-Yo is shown as a character that is race type. He is wearing a green hoodie and has orange hair and is holding a spray can. The stage is named Bentencho. The stage map shows the start and exits. Nighttime one-on-one race on the streets. After the start, grind along the rails while occasionally jumping to accelerate, and aim for the plaza on the right side of the map. In the plaza, get down to the ground, and head from the truck loading area towards the downtown area on the left side of the map as quickly as possible. If you are ahead of Yo-Yo when you enter Area A, go straight to Benton Tower, and head to the graffiti point in the same way as your rival battle with Cube. Even if you are overtaken by Yo-Yo at this point, you can reverse the situation by using a secret route. First, head towards the southern exhaust vent, accelerate as much as possible, and jump on. If the exhaust vent turns to the left, make an air decision, and correct your course slightly to the right, then you can move all the way to the goal at once. No. This page depicts Sugar, a racer-type character from Jet Set Radio. The page shows a character render of Sugar, an African-American woman with brown hair, wearing a white racing jacket with pink accents and a red star on the chest, along with goggles and rollerblades. Next to her is the game logo. A map of Shibuyacho in Jet Set Radio is present, with a suggested path. A few screenshots of the game show the character skating around the level. Shortcuts to use. A. If you draw graffiti at the graffiti point at location A before Sugar does, you can clear it by a considerably shorter distance, but basically, you will proceed along the same route as Sugar. After leaving Center Street, be sure to enter the alley at location B. This is because you need to collect spray cans here. Dorrington Norquire. Dorrington Norquire. 1. Immediately after the start, follow Sugar. Dorrington Norquire. Dorrington Norquire. Dorrington Norquire. When you enter the half pipe, Sugar starts playing in the air, so take advantage of that gap and pass her. Cacans. 3. The stairs leading to Center Street are unexpectedly difficult. Jump quickly so you don't get caught in the air. Worry. 4. Finally, it's okay if you turn here and proceed along the road. This page depicts a character named Soda and a map of a course in Jet Set Radio. Soda is wearing an orange jacket and goggles. The map shows a route from a residential start point, through canals and a factory area, to a hilltop goal in the area known as Koganechu. The title translates to Rival Showdown Soda. Soda is a racer type, appearing after clearing Stage 6, Flight vs. Flight, Soda. The text under the title Shortcuts are Key explains that the goal is to reach the destination and tag graffiti before Soda does. The text advises players to use dashes and tricks to increase speed and take the shortest route. The additional text gives tips for navigation, including Warrington Usica. Jumping downstairs is faster than running, followed by an immediate grind. ASP. Grinding and angled jumps are useful for crossing waterways. ASP. Continuous grinds up the factory wall can lead to a shortcut over to a crane. Jamaica. Grinds and jumps across rooftops will allow for quicker descent. This page depicts Chapter 5. Appendix is translated as bonus. This page depicts jet graffiti in Shibuyacho. The page provides game data, including a time limit of 999, and the condition to clear the stage is to draw 23 red arrow graffiti. The number of graffiti available are XL, 5 red and 3 green, L, 3 red and 10 green, and S, 15 red and 22 green. The rank depends on the score, where about 80,000 points will earn you a jet rank. Jet point. In Shibuyacho's jet graffiti, you can get a jet rank with 80,000 points or more. In this stage, with many large-size graffiti, gum-type characters are much more advantageous. If you clear with 288 seconds or more remaining, you can get the jet rank. On the other hand, Koni types are not recommended for this stage, because even if you draw all the graffiti, you will not reach 40,000 points. If you want to easily get a jet rank, choose a gum type without hesitation. By the way, there are no scratch sprays in jet graffiti, so be careful of damage to cars. The point is to go around in order. Do through the bus terminal, Park Street, Half Pipe and Center Street. In that order you can clear efficiently. Do tau. Calculate spray cans, and go to the next area. Cool. When going to each area, be sure to bring 15 spray cans if you are a gum type. Especially when going to Park Street, don't forget to collect them at the bus terminal. If you are confident in your technique, if you want to go with a cone type, ignore the large size green arrow graffiti, go around the bus terminal, Center Street, and Park Street, and finally earn with infinite tricks, and you can get a jet in about 500 seconds. The image shows a map of the Shibuya-cho area from the game Jet Set Radio, featuring the locations of graffiti spots marked by red and green arrow icons, along with the start and exit points. Appendix: Jet Graffiti Shibuya-cho Borington Nolsa, red arrow graffiti, Borington Nolsa, green arrow graffiti, Borington Nolsa, start point, exit. This page depicts a guide to the jet graffiti trial in Koganecho. In this stage, the player must spray 21 red arrow graffiti to clear the level. If you're using a gum-type character, you can earn around 60,000 points by spraying all the red and green arrow graffiti. If you need 10,000 more points to reach jet rank, proceed speedily without mistakes, and take advantage of stamina and time bonuses to easily get the extra points. If you are playing as a corn-type character, you need to use infinite tricks. Warrington Norchestra, 1000 Norchestra, 1000 Norchestra, Warrington Norcus. The time limit is 999. The graffiti required to clear are 21 red arrow graffiti. Depending on the graffiti size, XLLS, the numbers differ with red arrow and green arrow. Rank. The rank depends on the score. From Zenmai, Motor, Engine, Turbo, Nitro and Jet rank. Jet point. When using a gum-type character, if you spray all the red and green arrow graffiti, you can earn around 60,000 points. If you need 10,000 more points for jet rank, proceed speedily without mistakes, and take advantage of stamina and time bonuses to easily get them. Since corn-type characters have low graffiti scores, you need to earn points with infinite tricks. Warrington Norsa, Warrington Norsa. When using a gum-type character, plan your route carefully. Warrington Norsa. Time bonuses are important for gum-type characters, so plan your route carefully to shorten the time as much as possible. The best route is residential area. Right pointing arrow underground waterway, right pointing arrow factory ruins, right pointing arrow, Kibogaoka, Hubo Sidrigali, Galawa. Slow down. When drawing graffiti at point A, be careful not to fall by reducing your speed and grinding. Moving around. When moving between areas, try to earn as many points as possible by doing tricks such as grinding and wall riding. Corn-type characters should aim to earn points at the factory ruins. Corn-type characters should perform tricks at the factory ruins. It's best to come to this area last. Page 114. The best route is residential area, right pointing arrow, underground waterway, right pointing arrow, Kibogaoka, right pointing arrow factory ruins. This page depicts a map of the Kogane district in Jet Set Radio. There are indicators of the start and exit points, red and green arrow graffiti locations, and a detailed layout of the buildings and waterways. The map also includes a smaller, inset map of the Kogane factory interior. Yusi. Here is the translation of the text. Yusi yusi yusi, yokete, yusi yusi yusi, yokete, yokete, yokete yusi, yokete, yokete, red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, pete, pete, start point, exit, pete, inside, Kogane factory. This page depicts Trial 1, Jet Graffiti Bentenchorchestra. The image shows Jet, and the setting is Bentenchorchestra. The rank breakdown is as follows. Jet rank is achieved with a score of around 78,000 points. Nitro rank requires between 77,990 and 65,000 points. Turbo rank is between 64,990 and 58,000 points. Engine rank is between 57,990 and 52,000 points. Motor rank requires between 51,990 and 45,000 points. And Zenmai rank requires between 44,990 and 0 points. Jet points. Apart from the red arrow graffiti, it's almost the same as Jet Tech, which will be described later. If you are aiming for a high score, set a route to the goal there, as you will be earning points on the upper ring line of the map. Once the game starts, head to the downtown area on the left side of the map and fill in the graffiti while replenishing your spray cans. Once you have drawn the graffiti in the plaza on the right side of the map, return to the downtown area. From there, jump down to the railroad tracks and head to the restaurant district on the upper right of the map. Finally, you will head to the ring line, where the earning points are located. But as with Benton Burning, page 82, there is no spray can there. Therefore, you must bring at least 12 spray cans to avoid time loss. The infinite trick on the ring line will be explained in detail on page 116. Green arrow is also available. If it is a corn type, take advantage of the large number of spray cans and draw green arrow small graffiti to earn points. Checking the number of spray cans, Since there are many extra large cans, be careful not to run out of spray cans. Stock up to the maximum number before going down to the railroad tracks. Which type is more profitable? In conclusion, there is not much difference in score, depending on the type. With the gum type, the graffiti point at the time of earning is around 52,000 PTS, and the remaining time is 640 seconds. With the corn type, it is around 28,000 PTS and 700 seconds. Infinite tricks are possible in places like this. There is an infinite trick point in the subway station after descending from point A. If there are people who find the cars annoying, try it here. This page depicts a map of the Bentoncho area from the video game Jet Set Radio. It highlights locations for graffiti tagging with red and green arrows, the starting point and exits. The translated text includes Radio, Appendix, Jet Graffiti Bentoncho, Red Arrow Graffiti, Jorisi, Start Point Jorisi, Green Arrow Graffiti, Jorisits. This page shows gameplay in Shibuyacho in Jet Set Radio, featuring a character grinding on a rail Bagao. Trial/Jet Tech, Shibuyacho. Data. The time limit is 600 seconds. The clear condition is to spray the green graffiti markers. S22. Rank. Approximately 43,000 points is the rank, Jet. 42,990. Approximately 33,000 points is Nitro. 32,990. Approximately 29,000 points is Turbo. 28,990. Approximately 24,000 points is Engine. 23,990. Approximately 19,000 points is Motor. 18,990. Approximately 0 points is Zenmai. Windup. Jet Point. In Jet Tech, you can earn more points by ignoring graffiti points and focusing on infinite tricks. There are two main infinite trick points in Shibuyacho, but Area A on Koendori Park Street is recommended because it is easier to perform efficiently and respond to emergencies. As shown in the enlarged map, you will be doing infinite tricks using the slide and the pedestrian bridge, but if you mistime the jump, it is best to use the pedestrian bridge to regain your posture. By the way, this stage has a lot of traffic, so the infinite trick introduced in Stage 2, page 38, is not recommended. Infinite tricks on the slide. Basically, repeat the infinite tricks on the route shown in the picture. Mix turns into the jumps to earn points. CC Tete. Emergency measures 1. If you accidentally hit the front rail instead of grinding on the back rail, press the analog stick to the left at the spot shown in picture 2, and you will be able to stick to the front guardrail. Improvise. Even if you go in an unexpected direction with a trick, there are many grind points, so you can cover it with ad-libs. What about points of interest? If the time limit is approaching, spray graffiti at a nearby graffiti point to finish. Aim for 200,000 points. The image shows a map of Shibuyacho from Jet Set Radio. The map features labeled exit points and the start point. The red and green arrow graffiti icons are indicated. An expanded view of Area A is also shown. Jetch, 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 Jetch. Red arrow graffiti. Jetch, 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 Jetch. Green arrow graffiti. Jetch, 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 Shibuyacho. Appendix. The image shows a page filled with gameplay details and tips for a stage called Koganecho in Jet Set Radio. Screenshots display various actions and environments within the level. Data. The time limit is 600. The graffiti requirement is green arrow, S31. Jet Point. This town has many unlimited trick points. The most efficient place is the factory ruins introduced in Stage 4. No 540 inches. Page 46. Some practice is required, but if you repeat air and turns, you should be able to easily score over 200,000 points. Immediately after starting, head to the factory ruins, after passing through the tunnel directly behind you, and you will arrive in about 30 seconds. After that, there is no one to bother you, so keep performing tricks as much as you can. Earn points by mixing turns. Go up the wall with air plus turn and descend along the power lines. This power line includes a replay demo, so be careful not to lose your jump timing. Draw out the last jump. At point A, speed decreases on the uphill slope, so air does not come out easily. If this happens, you will not be able to get air at point B after that, so pull it back considerably like in the photo, and then jump. By doing this, you will accelerate at once and be able to get air for sure. Use wall patterns as a guide. At locations other than point A, Turn on the red part of the wall to land with a low altitude air on the next wall. Aim high. 250,000. This method requires concentration, but the rewards are great. Aim for 250,000 points and do your best. This page depicts a map of Kogan, one of the areas from the game Jet Set Radio. The map shows the red graffiti locations, green graffiti locations, start location, and the exit. There is also a smaller map inset, showing the interior of the Kogan factory. Appendix, Jet Tech Kogan Chao. Kogan factory interior. This page depicts the Jet Tech Bentencho stage from the game Jet Set Radio. The stage is set in a vibrant, bustling urban environment with a distinct Japanese aesthetic. The environment is filled with narrow streets, towering buildings, and elevated walkways. Graffiti is splattered across the walls, adding to the rebellious and artistic atmosphere. The page contains data and ranks that show the score and ranking for graffiti, such as Green Arrow, S36, L1, and a table showing the jet points required for Nitro, Turbo, Engine, Motor and Zenmai. Here is the English translation of the Japanese text. Henati, jet point. Henati. To get a high score in Jet Tech, it is important to earn points with infinite tricks as much as possible within the time limit. The route in the diagram is the most efficient infinite trick in this stage. Ignore the green arrow graffiti and go around this route until the time runs out. But here are some points on how to get a high score. The first is to avoid mistakes. General vehicle traffic on Jet Tech is higher than usual, so be especially careful at points A, B, C, D and E when crossing the road. The second is to make all turns into jumps. The more difficult the operation, the more the skill of the turn will directly affect the high score. Aim for over 2,000 OPTS. OGEL. Important timing for turns. After a successful turn, grind X2 5 times, then short jump and decide on 180. The overpass between E and A has a long grindable section, so you can get a lot of points. Don't give up. Don't. The pressure increases in the second half. If you are weak under pressure, it is a good idea not to look at the score. Useful trivia. If you jump in a flat place on the overpass, you will land immediately, so you can earn and accelerate at the same time. Is the car the biggest rival? When crossing points A, B, C, D and E, if a car comes, take the detour shown in red. However, you cannot avoid the truck when it comes out at point E, so adjust the timing of its appearance on the detour. This page depicts a map of Bentencho from Jet Set Radio. Appendix story. Red arrow graffiti. Red arrow graffiti. Start. Start location. Exit or in Jet Tech Bentencho. This page depicts a guide for the trial/Jet Clash level in Jet Set Radio, specifically the Shibuya-cho area. The guide offers tips and strategies for completing the level efficiently, emphasizing the importance of avoiding collisions with rivals and staying clear of high falls. It suggests following rivals from the bus terminal to the Park Street, then overtaking them on Center Street. Recovering immediately if you take damage from getting hit by rivals or cars is also advised. The page features gameplay screenshots illustrating these points, including scenes of navigating through traffic, grinding on rails, and performing tricks. Briefly, the data shown in the image indicates that the time limit is 98 seconds. The goal is to draw graffiti over the red arrow marker, S1 to clear, and shows the values for scoring points. The game will rank you by Jet, Nitro, Turbo, Engine, Motor, or Zenmai depending on the score earned. The Japanese text translates to Cheshire, Trial/Jet Clash. Cheshire, Shibuya-cho. Data, time limit, 98. Clear conditions. Draw graffiti over the red arrow graffiti first. Graffiti, red arrow, S1. Rank. Scores. Approximately 8,000 PTS to 2,390 approximately 0 PTS. Rank. Jet, Nitro, Turbo, Engine, Motor, and Zenmai. Jet point. Jet Clash has short time limits and few graffiti points, so you can't earn a jet rank like in other stages. It all depends on whether you can clear this without any mistakes. You should avoid collisions with rivals and falls from high places at all costs. Be careful of cars on the Park Street. The ideal pattern is to follow the rivals from the bus terminal to the Park Street, then overtake them on the last Center Street. If you hit a rival, get hit by a car, or take damage, give up immediately, then imusura. Initially from behind, then imusura. If you try to overtake by becoming absorbed in the game, you will hit the rival and lose your stamina. Gaile. Dangerous road. If you are confident you can grab onto the bus and proceed. However, one wrong move and you could have a traffic accident. Kanye, 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 Kanyod, Kanyo, Kanye, Kanyo, Kamyod. The last time you fall, be careful. Hera, if you try to descend forcefully, you will hit the ground and take damage. It is possible to descend as is, but it would be better to land on the corner of the halfpipe as shown in the photo. Hack Major. Unexpectedly difficult halfpipe zone. Jumping to the stairs leading to Area C in the photo may result in a halfpipe trick if you fail. Refer to the position in the photo and use a dash jump to get to the stairs in one go. Tauta. The image shows a map of Shibuyacho from the game Jet Set Radio. The map includes the start and exit points, as well as locations of graffiti. Here is the translation of the Japanese text. Kentiti. Red arrow graffiti. Kentiti. Green arrow graffiti. Start. Start points. Exit. Kenti. Jet Crush. Shibuyacho. Appendix. The image shows the trial/jet clash, Koganecho, Goldfield Town stage, and a guide to earning a jet rank. The setting is Koganecho, a vibrant, urban environment with graffiti-covered walls, rooftop hideouts, and industrial structures. It appears to be a mix of residential and industrial zones. The images show beat grinding on rails, performing tricks, wall riding, and collecting items in the environment, such as spray cans. The page explains that the time limit for the stage is 121 seconds. The condition to clear is to draw the red arrow graffiti, S1. To achieve a jet rank, the player needs to score 8,000 points or more. Scoring tiers are then listed as follows. Nitro from 5,800 approximately 7,990 points. Turbo from 4,600 approximately 5,790 points. Engine from 3,500 approximately 4,590 points. Motor from 2,400 approximately 3,490 points, and a Zenmai or wind-up toy rank from 0 approximately 2,390 points. Jet points, Hackhausens. To earn a jet rank on this stage you must score more than 8,000 points. How can you earn these points while racing? First, consider the score if you clear the stage normally without any mistakes. You will get 500 points for small graffiti, 6,000 points for remaining health and no damage bonus, and about 500 points for the time bonus, for a total of 6,500 points. So you need to earn the missing 1,500 points, with tricks while running. However, if you can't go through without taking damage you won't get the 3,000 points bonus, so you'll have to earn that much with tricks, which will be a little difficult. Photos show where the tricks can be done. Gayal, from start to waterway. Gayal, be careful not to bump into the opponent at the start, and pull away with a quick dash and jump. Go down the stairs to the waterway with a jump, and grind as soon as you land. Shortcut the waterway with a grind and a jump. You get more points if you turn at this time. Climb the hill to the factory ruins with a jump and a wall ride. Kame. From factory ruins to goal. Climb the wall of the factory ruins using the infinite trick technique, page 114. You should be able to earn a lot of points here. When heading to Kibogaoka, Hope Hill, jump to the crane and take a shortcut. Grind the wall before the speed drops. After picking up the spray can on the roof, grind and slide along, and jump when the roof is cut off. If you fall, you will not get a stamina bonus, so be careful. The image shows a map of the Kogan area from the game Jet Set Radio. It highlights the starting point, exit, and the routes for graffiti tagging. The map includes landmarks such as the Kogane factory, Oidio. The translated text is, Oidio, red arrow graffiti, green arrow graffiti, start point, exit, Oidio. Appendix, Jet Crash, Kogane Town, Chetkresti, Kogane Factory Interior. This page depicts gameplay tips and tricks for the Bentencho stage in Jet Set Radio, JOE. The stage is set in a stylized, urban environment with a distinct Japanese influence. In the screenshots we see the game's protagonist, Beat, grinding on rails, performing tricks, and navigating the stage. The page provides specific advice on starting the stage without taking damage, suggesting players use consecutive jumps to avoid rival skaters. It also details how to perform specific trick combos in certain areas of the stage, like linking tricks from rails to the bustling streets on the left side of the map for a potential 1,000 point bonus, and the difficulty of transitioning between electric signs. Additionally, it advises players to perform combos while traversing the elevated loop line from the bustling streets, emphasizing turning while diving from the Benton Tower to maximize points. The player is advised to jump onto the rails of Benton Tower with a short jump, as the initial velocity differs. Confronting. Here are the translated titles and text. Confronting. Appendix. Jet Clash Bentincho. Trial/Jet Clash. Bentincho. Data. The time limit is 91. The clear condition is to draw the red arrow graffiti. The graffiti is red arrow, S1. Rank. This indicates that the ranking is based on score. A score up to 8,000 points gets a jet ranking. 79,905,800 points gets you nitro. 57,904,600 points gets you turbo. 45,903,500 points gets you engine. 34,902,400 points gets you a motor. 23,900 points gets you a Zenmai jet point. The route itself is almost identical to the yo-yo rival Showdown. The opponent's speed is leveled up a notch. If you simply want to earn the jet rank, proceed without taking any damage, and clear the Benton Tower. If you want to earn more points than that, you will have to perform the trick combos introduced below, which requires considerable skill. How to handle the start. The premise is no damage, so if you are likely to make contact with a rival at the start, use a series of jumps to get past them. Jump and ride. Be sure to jump onto the Benton Tower rails with a short jump. The initial velocity is quite different. Trick combo number 1. Between A and B. If you're aiming for a high score, try to perform tricks from the rails all the way to the passage that leads to the downtown area on the left side of the map. Aim to connect 15 hits or more, and land for a 1,000 point bonus. It is difficult to cross from one electric sign to another. Trick combo number 2, between C and D. Try to connect trick combos on your way from the downtown area to the ring road in the upper part of the map to earn points. The goal here is also 15 hits or more. When you dive from the Benton Tower, add a turn to earn even more. This page depicts a map of Bentincho in Jet Set Radio. Appendix Bentincho, Jet Crash. Bentincho, Jet Bensing. Red arrow graffiti, Gensigu. Green arrow graffiti, Gensi. Start location, Genti. Exit. This page depicts a graffiti list. Lastly, I'll introduce the 90 types of graffiti available in Jet Set Radio. There are 2 ways to get graffiti. Get graffiti souls, and increase your number of friends. If you try hard, anyone should be able to complete it, so collect it with reference to this list. Get graffiti. Guidance. Get graffiti. Get graffiti. Guidance. Get graffiti. 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 Get gra small size. Get graffiti. Number 3160 are large size graffiti. Number 6190 are extra large size graffiti. How to obtain. Location. Advice. Number 3160. Location. How to obtain. From the beginning. Number 3160. Number 3160. Location. How to obtain. From the beginning. Number 32. Gum. Location. How to obtain. Make gum and corn friends. Number 33. Corn. Location. How to obtain. Make gum and corn friends. Number 4. Combo. Location. How to obtain. Make combo a friend. Number 5. Sugar. Location. How to obtain. Make sugar a friend. Number 6. Garam. Location. How to obtain. Make garam a friend. The image shows a list of graffiti souls to collect in Jet Set Radio. Number 07. Bispain Wars. Location. Acquire Bispai as a friend. Method. Make Bispain Wars a friend. Number 08. Cube Engation. Location. Acquire Cube as a friend. Method. Make Cube a friend. Make Cube a friend. Make Bishan. Acquire Yo-Yo. Make Bishan. Acquire Yo-Yo as a friend. Method. Make Yo-Yo a friend. Number 10. Soda. Location. Acquire Soda as a friend. Method. Make Soda a friend. Number 11. Wreath. Location. Shibuyacho Area A. Page 34. The roof of the station's shop. Method. Use a parked car or truck to get on the roof. Number 12. Dragon. Location. Shibuya-cho, Area C. Page 66. On the roadway. Method. Enter the roadway while being mindful of traffic. Number 42 is the same. Number 13. Hakukinzi. Location. Shibuya-cho, Area B. Page 38. On a private house's roof. Method. Move from the bridge's guardrail or a spot with. Number 72 using air. Number 14. Edge. Location. Shibuya-cho, Area C. Page 66. Inside the sign. Method. Pass through the location in the photo and move the sign. Number 15. Window. Location. Shibuya-cho, Area A. Page 34. Above the train tracks on the station side. Method. Dash jump from the roof of the bus terminal. Number 16. Haze. Location. Shibuya-cho, Area B. Page 38. Above the roadway. Method. Ride on a passing bus's roof and jump. Number 17. Roof of the bus terminal. Location. Koganicho, Area B. Page 46. Above the wall near the crane. Method. Grind along the wall near the crane and jump. Number 18. Happa. Location. Koganicho, Area A. Page 42. Above the small boats on the north side. Method. Grind the steel frame over the water, then jump. The image shows graffiti from Jet Set Radio with various designs and instructions on how to obtain them. The graffiti is numbered 19 through 30. Appendix. Graffiti list. Dorrington also how to obtain them. Number 19 plug. Location. Koniganecho, Area C. Page 50. Inside the hidden passage. How to obtain. Push aside the cardboard and enter the hidden passage. Number 20. Suberi. Location. Koganecho, Area A. Page 42. Eastern sandbar. How to obtain. Grind the steel frame over the water from the south side. Number 21. Nuts. Location. Koganecho, Area B. Page 46. Inside the factory. How to obtain. Jump from the passage with a handrail inside the factory. Number 22. Babu. Location. Koganecho, Area A. Page 42. Above the side street of a private house. How to obtain. Grind from below and take it as is. Number 23. Rico. Location. Bentencho, Area C. Page 62. Above the roadway. How to obtain. Get on the roof of a passing truck and jump further from there. Number 24. EOC. Location. Bentencho, Area A. Page 54. Rooftop of a private house. How to obtain. Jump to the adjacent power line, and from there, decide on an air toward the roof. Number 25. Chupa Chupop. Location. Bentencho, Area B. Page 58. Inside the octopus of the takoyaki shop. How to obtain. Jump from the electric decoration rail, aiming for the gap in the octopus's legs. Number 26. The Fool. Location. Bentencho, Area B. Page 82. Inside the subway tunnel. How to obtain. Get on the central rail, then wall ride right pointing arrow, get with air. Number 27. Haze. Location. Bentencho, Area C. Page 82. Near the ceiling of the subway station. How to obtain. Use the wall in the corner from the handrail to wall ride twice, then further air. Number 28. Poison Jam. Location. N/A. How to obtain. Recruit Poison Jam. Give 100 Kogan. Number 29. Noise Tank. Location. N/A. How to obtain. Recruit Noise Tank. Give 100 Benton. Number 30. Love Shockers. Location. N/A. How to obtain. Recruit Love Shockers. Give 100 Shibuya. This page depicts various graffiti designs from the game Jet Set Radio. Number 31. Beat. Location acquired. From the beginning. Number 32. Gum. Location acquired. Method of acquisition. Partner with gum and corn. Number 33. Corn. Location acquired. Method of acquisition. Partner with gum and corn. Number 34. Combo. Location acquired. Method of acquisition. Partner with combo. Number 35. Sugar. Location acquired. Method of acquisition. Partner with sugar. Number 36. Garum. location acquired, method of acquisition, partner with Garum. Number 37, Bist, location acquired, Warrington acquired, method of acquisition, partner with Bistad. Number 38, Cube, location acquired, method of acquisition, partner with Cube. Appendix, graffiti list. This page depicts graffiti art from the game Jet Set Radio. Appendix, graffiti list. Number 39, Yo-Yo, location, unknown, how to obtain, befriend Yo-Yo. Number 40, Soda, location, unknown, how to obtain, befriend Soda. Number 41, Croydonuts, location, Shibuya-cho Area A, page 34, signboard near the parked truck. How to obtain, grind the guardrail, then jump. Number 42, Imwriter, location, Shibuya-cho Area C, page 66, road. How to obtain, enter the road while being careful of the traffic, same as number 12. Number 43, Melting Pot, location, Shibuya-cho Area B, page 38, above the slide. How to obtain, grind the handrail of the slide and jump. Number 44, Break, location, Shibuya-cho Area C, page 66, top of the stairs. How to obtain, grind the handrail of the stairs and jump. Number 45, Bullseyes, location, Shibuya-cho Area A, page 34, under the pedestrian bridge. How to obtain, get on a passing car and jump from there. Number 46, Haze, location, Shibuya-cho Area B, page 38, above the crane. How to obtain, grind the crane and jump. This page depicts various graffiti tag designs from the game Jet Set Radio. NO47, Yellow Magic, location, Koganecho Area C, page 50, in the upper part of the underground waterway. How to get it, grind the nearby handrail and jump from there. NO48, Ems Spin, location, Koganecho Area A, page 42, inside a private house. How to get it, go down the stairs leading to the hill and find it in the house on the right. No49. Cheap, location, Koganecho Area B, page 76, on the roof of a private house. How to get it, go up to the roof of the house 2 doors away and jump from there. NO50, Kudi, location, Koganecho Area B, page 46, on the power lines. How to get it, grind the power lines. NO51, Haze, location, Koganecho Area A, page 42, in the back streets. How to get it, break down the pile of cardboard and enter the back streets. NO52, Seacat, location, Bentencho Area A, page 54, on top of a building. Warrington Nolsa. How to get it, jump straight from Benton Tower to get it. NO53, Compile, location, Bentencho Area B, page 58, on the movie billboard. Dollard. How to get it, jump from the electric decorations toward the movie billboard and wall ride. Dollard. NO54, Yaman, location, Bentencho Area B, page 58, on the overpass. How to get it, jump from the guardrail on the police box side, onto the roof and jump from there. Dained. This page depicts different graffiti designs and locations. Number 55, Graffiti, location, Bentencho Area B, page 58, in the sky near the overpass. How to get it, ride the handrail without accelerating and jump diagonally forward. Number 56, Show, location, Bentencho Area C, page 62, in the tree. How to get it, grind the pedestrian bridge in front of you, then do a straight air. Number 57, Haze, location, Bentencho Area C, page 62, between the north crosswalks. How to get it, get air from the pedestrian bridge. Number 58, Poison Jam. How to get it, befriend Poison Jam, by making Koganecho 100%. Number 59, Noise Tank. How to get it, befriend Noise Tank, by making Bentencho 100%. Number 60, Love Shockers. How to get it, befriend Love Shockers, by making Shibuya-cho 100%. This page depicts a collection of graffiti designs from the game. Number 61 is Beat. Number 62 is Edge. Number 62 is Edge. Number 64 is Breaker. Number 65 is Rith, Cheshire 1. Number 66 is Garam, Cheshire 1. Appendix, Graffiti List, Cheshire 1. Number 61, Beats Location and How to Obtain It. Available from the beginning. Number 62, Edges Location and How to Obtain It. Team up with Gum and Corn. Number 63, Cunning Monkey's Location and How to Obtain It. Team up with Gum and Corn. Registra. Number 64, Breaker's Location and How to Obtain It. Team up with Combo. Number 65, Wraith's Location and How to Obtain It. Team up with Sugar. Number 66, Garam's Location and How to Obtain It. Team up with Garam. This page depicts graffiti art from the game Jet Set Radio. Number 67, Onkawa, How to Acquire, Make Beat Your Friend. Number 68, Saikona Hako, How to Acquire, Make Cube Your Friend. Number 69, Vandalism, How to Acquire, Make Yo-Yo Your Friend. Number 70, WSW, How to Acquire, Make Soda Your Friend. Number 71, Crazy Cool. Location, Shibuyacho Area A, page 34, under the pedestrian bridge. How to Acquire, Grind the guardrail on the sidewalk and take air. Number 72, Bomb Master. Location, Shibuyacho Area B, page 38, on the roof of a private house. How to Acquire, Go down from the road construction site and get on the roof. Pagebed. The image shows several graffiti decals from Jet Set Radio. Number 73, Soundclash. Location, Shibuyacho, Area B, page 38, inside the fence under the overpass. How to obtain, jump down from the road construction site, open the door, and enter. Number 74, Saru Seru. Location, Shibuyacho, Area C, page 66, on the roof of the shopping mall. How to obtain, grind the handrail in front of you, and then use an air trick to get on the roof. Number 75, BBOZU. Location, Shibuyacho, Area B, page 38, on top of the traffic sign. How to obtain, air trick from the pedestrian bridge's handrail and grind on top of the sign. Number 76, Monkey Magic. Location, Koganecho, Area C, page 50, deep inside the passage in the pit. How to obtain, enter from the pit, or from the respawn point when you fall into the water. Number 77, Karateka. Location, Koganecho, Area A, page 42, in the sky above the fence near the stairs. How to obtain, grind on the fence near the stairs and jump. Number 78, Harakiri. Location, Koganecho, Area B, page 46, on the roof of the factory. How to obtain, fly from the side with the crane to the roof. Appendix, Graffiti List. This page depicts a graffiti list with art from the game Jet Set Radio. Number 79, Super Ape. Location, Koganecho Area A, page 42, in the passage of the gas tank. How to get it, jump from the high ground to the gas tank, jump over, and go around to the back. Number 80, Pocket Tsukomi. Location, Koganecho Area A, page 42, under the house near the starting point. How to get it, wall ride from the nearby stairs, then jump further. Number 81, Record Devil. Location, Koganecho Area B, page 76, on the electric wire hidden on the roof. Fevel. How to get it, grind on the electric wire or walk on the roof to get it. Number 82, Takora. Location, Bentencho Area A, page 54, on the roof of the underground passage. How to get it, jump from the roof or electric wire to the position in the photo to get it. Source. Number 83, Dragon. Location, Bentencho Area B, page 58, on the illuminations of the plaza. How to get it, grind on the illuminations. Number 84, Quiet Dub. Location, Bentencho Area B, page 58, on the eaves of the shops in the downtown area. How to get it, grind on the guardrail in front, and jump slightly to the right in the air. The image shows a page featuring different graffiti designs from the game Jet Set Radio. Number 85, Regamatsuri. Acquisition Location, Bentencho Area B, page 58, on the railroad container. How to acquire, jump from the roof of a stopped train onto the container. Number 86, Jet Oyaro. Acquisition Location, Bentencho Area C, page 62, On the South Overpass. How to acquire. Wall ride on the under construction. Sign and air further. Number 87. Hayes. Acquisition location. Bentencho, Area C. Page 62. On the South Overpass. Vinchan. How to acquire. Take it on the crane. Number 88. Dokubito. Acquisition location. How to acquire. Befriend Poison Jam by setting the Kogan Chode to 100. Number 89. Kinoko Power. Acquisition location. How to acquire. Befriend Noise Tanks by setting the Benton Chode to 100. Number 90. Love Shockers. Acquisition location. How to acquire. Befriend Love Shockers by setting the Shibuya Chode to 100. The image shows the cover art with a vibrant collage of characters from the game Jet Set Radio. There's a mix of dynamic poses and close-ups of faces, with characters on rollerblades and holding spray paint cans. A prominent figure with dreadlocks and headphones is shouting. There's also a green-skinned character with large teeth. The art style is reminiscent of graffiti and urban culture. Jet Set Radio Perfect Guide, published July 21, 2000. Staff, Composition and Writing. QBIST Company, Limited. Toru Otsubo, Takeshi Katayama, Hideki Sasso, and Kazuhide Shimizu. Text and cover design, QBIST Company, Limited. Osamu Sato, and Rika Oshio, Da Asu. Map production, WAC Creative Company, Limited. Printing and manufacturing, Q-Ritsu Printing Company, Limited. In cooperation with Sega Enterprises Company, Limited, and Smilebit Company, Limited. Publisher, Toshio Inabai Churing. Editor, Toru Maeda, Churing. Associate Editor, Masashi Yamada, Churing. Editor-in-Chief, Kuninori Kitamura. Sales, Kazufumi Nakajima, Kimiharu Sato, and Naohiro Nakamoto. Join Ashh. Production work, Seiichi Sakurai. Join Ashh. Editing, Dreamcast Magazine Editorial Department and Entertainment Books Editorial Department, Miyako Yoshimoto. Editorial Assistants, Koji Omura. Publisher, SoftBank Publishing Company, Limited. 41313 Akasaka, Minatoku. Tokyo 1,070,052. Sales telephone, 03554912000. Editorial telephone, 035549164. 9164. A Legend. Copyright Sega Enterprises, Limited. 2000 Jor. Copyright SoftBank Publishing Inc. Dintadi. I. SBN. 47973133625. Dintanai. Printed in Japan. Dintadi, we will replace any defective or missing pages at our store. The price is listed on the cover. Bentonod. Duplication is prohibited. Bentonod. For inquiries about this book, please call 035 54 91164 between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. on weekdays. Tortebi. Please note that we cannot answer any questions regarding game content. This page depicts Beat from Jet Set Radio. Alright, let's get some character introductions going. The playable characters in Jet Set Radio are part of a graffiti gang known as the GGs. At first you can only use Beat, but you'll steadily gain new members as the story progresses. Beat. His name is Beat, and he is male, aged 17 years old, and 167 centimeters, 5 feet 5 in tall. His trait is failure, and he likes vinyl records. He debuts at the start of the game. His stats include power, technique, and graffiti ability. He starts with 20 spray cans, and his graph command is Beat type. Cheshire. The character you begin with, a giant pair of headphones and sunglasses, are his trademarks. He has average stats. This page depicts the character Gum from Jet Set Radio. Gum is a 17-year-old female, standing at 165 centimeters, 5 feet 5 in tall. Her trait is described as perverse. She likes chewing gum, and she makes her debut in the tutorial stage of the game. Her graffiti stat is high and low power. She has 15 spray cans of the gum type. The GG's home turf is Shibuyacho. The GGs, whose policy is one of no policy, hang out on their own accord in a garage situated in the back streets of Shibuya. This location is a relatively popular and bustling spot in Tokyo, so they're often challenged by rival gangs. They also have a pet dog, who isn't in the best of moods because no one takes it for walks. This page depicts the character Korn, also known as Tab, from Jet Set Radio. Korn is a male character who is 16 years old and 162 centimeters tall. His trait is that he is a genius and he likes hats. His debut was the tutorial stage. He has decent technique but a low graffiti stat, and he has 20 spray cans. His graph command is Korn type. Korn wears a knit cap pulled down low over his eyes. He's better suited for tricks. The image shows a character profile for Combo. Combo is depicted as a large muscular man with dark skin, wearing a black hat, black jacket, and a yen symbol necklace. He carries a boombox over his shoulder and has a stern expression. Combo's profile states he is male, 23 years old, and 193 centimeters, 6 feet 4 inches tall. His trait is violent, and he likes extra large stuff. His debut was in Rival Challenge. His stats show high power, low technique, and moderate graffiti skill. He has 30 spray cans, and his graffiti command is Beat type. The description notes that although he lacks technique, he is very damage resistant due to his maxed out power stat. The text below the character's name translates to Combo. This page depicts the character Garam from Jet Set Radio. Garam is a male, 19 years old, and 175 centimeters tall, 5 feet 9 inches. He has a short temper and enjoys fighting. His debut was in Rival Challenge. His stats show a decent balance between power, technique, and graffiti skills. He carries 30 spray cans, and his graph command is Korn type. The text mentions that his voice and look are unique, and his stats make him easy to play as. The title on the page is simply Garam. This page depicts the character Biss, Mew, with a description of her stats. Biss is a 16-year-old female, standing at 158 centimeters, 5 feet 2 in. Her trait is Devil's Advocate, and she likes money. Her debut was in the Rival Challenge. Her stats include power, technique, and graffiti skills. She has 20 spray cans, and her graph command is Beat type. The screw-shaped emblem on her back represents aggressive aerial tricks like the stalefish, and she's good at tight turns. This page depicts Cube, a female character who is 20 years old and 168 centimeters tall. Her trait is cool, and she likes skeletons. Her debut was in Rival Challenge. Cube has average stats and a cool fashion style which is characterized by blue lipstick, a tattoo, and a skull belt. She has 20 spray cans, and her graph command is Beat type. Cube. This page depicts Yo-Yo, a male character who is 16 years old and 160 centimeters tall. His defining trait is that he's a liar, and he likes counterfeit brands. He debuted in Rival Challenge. Statistically, he has low power, but he is a well-balanced gum-type character who can catch a lot of air. He carries 15 spray cans, and his graffiti command is gum-type. Lapre. This page depicts Sugar from Jet Set Radio, also known as Piranha. Sugar is a female character, 21 years old, and 166 centimeters, 5 feet 5 in tall. Her defining trait is that she is reckless and likes spicy food. She debuts in the Rival Challenge, Laga. Her stats are shown for power, technique, and graffiti. She has 15 spray cans, and her graffiti command is Gum type. It is noted that her technique stat is not very high, but she has the most power out of all the Gum type characters, making graffiti her forte. The page also has the name Sugar in Japanese. Sugar. The image shows the character Soda, Slate, from Jet Set Radio. Soda is a male character, 19 years old and 185 centimeters, 6 feet tall, with an aloof trait, and who likes puzzles. He debuted in the Rival Challenge. His stats for power, technique, and graffiti are moderate. He carries 40 spray cans, and his graffiti command is Korn type. He is described as a long-nosed dude capable of carrying 40 spray cans, and his exclusive aerial move, Karate, is worth a look. Soda.